Hello! Welcome in, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series. Here, it's Rocket League with Matzy and Mendrix. And tonight, we are going to be seeing the teams primed up to give it their absolute best, just like our sponsors.
That's right, AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provides the best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
That's the one, and now for two, it's HyperX and Officeworks coming from me to you. Power your game with the latest HyperX gear at Officeworks. When you need speed, control, and zero distractions, Officeworks has got the tech. Discover gaming gear made to handle serious play.
And if you want to quench your hunger, Indomie, the noodle partner made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie meringue will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
You know them, you love them, and we can't get enough of them. I'm eager to try all the new flavors, you know. Always new ones around the block that I didn't even know about until I go to the local grocers, so keep your eyes peeled. But speaking of keep your eyes peeled, we have to keep our eyes peeled on these incredible games, you know. We've had some pretty nice change-ups in the rankings.
I think the best part looking at last week, there was definitely a few teams that just didn't have any wins on the board, and all of a sudden, bam! On there, they're showing themselves, they're proud, a bit of improvement across the board, but not too much in terms of other movements. I mean, USW Raw still clear up the top there, QUT in second place, University of Newcastle fourth, Deacon on third, RMIT they're coming around on fifth. Sixth place will be Macquarie Scarlet, seventh Swinburg, and eighth Monash.
Yeah, going to be all good in Group A, but you know, it's not just Group A. There's Group B. Macquarie Onyx going to be all the way up top there, closely contested by the Monash Ballers and Latrobe Uni and Adelaide Uni and the UTS. So there's a lot of contention in the upper side of our Group B here. But towards the lower side of things, UQ going to be 2-4 there, looking pretty solid. UNSW Howe, one and the same, and UON Team B going to be all there at the bottom. But it just goes to show how quickly this the standings can evolve based on just a win or loss. I mean, even at the end of today, everything could just be flipped on its head.
Yeah, it's so close. It's a little bit reminiscent of some of the professional leagues in football, those higher ends as well, where it literally is just a win or loss. That's going to be the difference between you pushing up to automatic promotion or perhaps relegation, and means the difference here between a winner or a loss of the entire competition for these teams.
You could be Arsenal. Yeah, be on top of the world. But we are going to be jumping into our next series ahead of us. It's UON Team B taking on UNSW Howe. So, definitely excited to see how this one's going to play out in our best of 5 endeavor. You know, I think we're going to see some very technical play from these teams.
Absolutely. And building things out there for University of Newcastle will be Phoenix, Sleepy Potatoes, and Brody.
Brody? Where? No, I'm kidding. All right, we got UNSW Howe coming at you with Mezzy there, Linux, and Ecam. So, very, or Ecam. So, keen to see how these players will be able to play it out, you know?
And we've had the pleasure as well just watching these teams actually have a little bit of a warm-up, do some things there. Phoenix has been flying around in the warm-up there. I think everyone's really impressed. So, I'm hoping to see that also does translate into the actual game. But, of course, everyone likes to talk everyone up a little bit, and then they turn themselves up a notch in their gameplay when they lock in. So it'll be really good to see what these teams can do when they do enter into the actual game time on the pitch.
Yeah, it's going to be good to see what they can pull out of this one. You know, UON Team B there, they got the two Bros and a Phoenix. So very excited for how the Bros will be able to take this one on. But UNSW are going to be looking to out away and bring in their most energetic play as we get a set in into the pitch. It's time to start the match, and the kickoff will go off a tee here. Good hit from Brody, but it will be passed away, but maybe not for too long. Still going to be near the goals here. Could be a setup. Luckily, they are able to clear it out.
Yeah, a bit dangerous play there. You can see they're very quick off the pace just to get things going. It was well done by USW to keep it out of the danger zone, but now it's back on the University of Newcastle's half. And push that towards the corner. Linux setting up for a center, but will be picked up by Potatoes as they do try to clear it away. But USW holding them in position here for the time being, having to use a bit more resources than they like to get out.
Yeah, looking to commit to the bit in that way. Linux going down there, pass it back. I like the defensive passes on this one. Gives them a bit more prep time, but I mean, it's both on the same side in it. But they are going to be pushing it up. And now, Gum ready. Does manage to overwhelm the attacker for a sec.
Slowing it through into the center as well. It's going to be past to Brody. He's going to try and go up. Gets the beat. Beats two, but it's going to get knocked away. Can't follow it through afterwards. Phoenix will be the one to pick up the loose ball so they can set it up. But it's going to be too high. You know, Hal will get some control for the time being. So University of Newcastle now on the back foot. See what they can do here. So they do push inside to Armezi. Sends it through. Does go to the corner. Lennox tries for a center. Doesn't quite get the touch afterwards. Now so Ekem get a little bit of a skip on the ball. It's going to be pushed through towards the Hal's goal, but not going to be jumping onto it just yet, and back towards the center. Oh,
ooh, close one, but not this time. So going to have to re-engage into that, but I love the aggression continually being placed forward here. UON relentless on their offense, and they won't give up. At long last, try as they might, they finally ignite it and will get that goal.
Yeah, not the best touch. You can see Lewis want to get the pitch. Follow through afterwards. It's a bit soft coming from the corner, and that's everything Newcastle needed to finish up and get that goal and get their start in this series.
Yeah, we'll be able to get it,
Oh,
and
not
now
like
it's
this.
going to be a quick return. So, Lincoln, you'll miss it on that one. It's unlucky, isn't it? You know, just when you think they've got the edge, it slips away off a very quick play.
Yeah, Linux just went straight for the ball. Basically a hit-seeking missile. I think there was a delayed kickoff attempt there, or some sort of meta play by the University of Newcastle falls flat. Ended up conceding a goal, which is quite unfortunate. Linux sets up in the air, gets a couple of the resets, is trying to push it over. It's going to make it difficult, but Tardos reads it well, gets it out.
Oh, almost gets it back in there. We will have the epic save coming in. Brody going down. Messi good for it. Phoenix ready to light things up here. I love the discipline, you know, they take it slow to go with the flow here. Oh, look at that. That was nice.
Yeah, really nice turnaround, getting the angle, gets the beat on the players. Unable to follow through, but it's great setup here. Set up a string of attacks for University of Newcastle, but as I say that, the counter-attack is just as lethal. Linux finds a hole through everything, or through the attack, just pushes through. So Ekem was the one that got the initial hit there. This little touch there, just the pass over to Linux is what they needed. They weren't expecting the redirect, and Hal now off to a great start here, leading the series for the first time.
Leading the charge and looking to barge in. Brody really looking to reach for the sky, but won't be able to rise up this time. Does get second chance at it. Good hit there. Might lock it in. Oh, Mezzi, good for the defense. No one able to get a handle on the ball now. It's going all over the place. Higgledy style.
Yeah, into the corner. Brody gets it out. Doesn't want to deal with any of it. Gets it back in the air. Keeps it there. No boost. Will be passed down to Sleepy Potato, who sends it to Sir Ekem. They get it out. Have some boost to play. We're going to slow it down as well. Grab that boost along the way. And it's going to be a pass. Linux, I like it again. That control, the patience being showed by Hal here is really starting to pay off. And it's, I guess, messing a little bit with the University of Newcastle. The Sleepy Potatoes keeps it simple. Gets it over. Lets it drop. Beats Mezzi. And equalizes it.
Ooh, 2 for 2. They pulled through. Love that hit there
The
from
bump.
the Sleepy
I
Potatoes.
didn't see the
Yeah.
bump. How good was that bump? I thought he
was
just
so
let it
good.
drop, and it was miss. Oh, that was dirty.
There's more where that came from. Just you wait.
We've got the whole night. We've got the whole night to see what
Yeah.
these guys have got.
And we've got up
their
to 4 more
sleeves.
games
Oh,
in this
right.
one.
Well, I mean, potentially, right? Well, this is potentially 5. There's potentially 20 games up for grabs, plus
True.
overtime.
20 minutes.
Oh, think about it. We'll be here all night.
I'm ready for it.
I am too. It's gonna happen. I might need to get a second coffee though. I'm sure.
Yeah, get some coffee, get some Indomie, and you'll be good.
Yeah. That'd be
Oh,
excellent.
what a
Oh.
shot! And it finally gets locked in. That was a close one. Luckily, Brody is able to pop it through in the end there off the crossbar. So, looking good, looking great. Love the goal explosion as well. That almost looks like coffee.
Yeah, that's fueling me right now. The goal explosion is giving me the fumes of coffee and getting me well and truly fueled up for the rest of the cast. So that's good stuff there. It's beautiful from University of Newcastle to also turn this around again. It's a bit of an ebb and flow. What a scoop up! Bro, Linux, we asked for them to pull out a little bit more, and Linux just delivers here. Perfect dropped on through, just makes it too hard for Phoenix to defend. Brody's got no boost. What a finish.
Yeah, all tied up, a 3 for 3 into this one, and if this is the pace of the game in game 1, I'm very eager for the rest of the endeavor here. And the start of the story, chapter 1, but there'll be a few more before we come to an end of this story. Good from AGON there, playing with Linux, and they will push it over once again. UNSW on top.
They've absolutely turned on. The mechanics, the technical little plays that they've been adding into it have just been confusing the University of Newcastle. They've been really strutting their stuff here at the last minute.
Yeah, they've been looking real stylish, and they're looking to dial in even more good plays in a second, but UONB gonna have to break a free to try and resist. Oh, might be able to get it. They're trying to set it up. UNSW good to scrub it out though, but the time is of the essence here.
Well, they do manage to get that one out as well. Brody perhaps getting a counter-attack in, but again, just very quick play from Howells. They managed to stop them, cut it off with the legs, get it on through. Will be defended for the time being. They got 20 seconds to equalize. The first game will be going the way of the University of New South Wales.
Looking to get closer and closer here. Yoan, ready and waiting. Trying their best to push ahead of this one. This is the perfect time, perfect place. They aren't able to get any further traction over the ball though. Still rising up. Looking to lock it down. UNSW ready, waiting. It will go up and still in play just when you think it's over. No, they will continue to try and lock it in.
Oh, that's still going. That's it. Finally going to drop. Very well done to keep it up as long as they did. But in the end, the ball must drop. We must go and make our way through to the next game in this series to just continue going. But lovely stuff all around. I'm really excited. If this is the first game, I cannot wait to see what they can do for the rest of the series. Because right now, I can see both teams have the capability to take it both ways, to take the win. But it's all going to come down to who's the most consistent, who can hold their form throughout the series.
Yeah, consistency is key, and, in a best-of-5 endeavor here, it's going to be a real test of endurance, isn't it? Some teams might be able to bring a little bit of energy, a little bit of casting energy into the beginning, but then might slow down later. We'll see how things go as we will be getting our things set up for the next portion, the next game ahead of us, and I think these teams are going to be bringing their A game again. It was so back and forward. I hope we see nothing less coming into this next portion.
Yeah, when you look at the likes of Linux, who's been absolutely on point, some of it is not even like A game, some of it's the S game. It's definitely a little bit above that I was really not expecting. I was expecting good fast play, great passes, usual stuff, but the technical aspect that's been coming out has been really, really something else.
Yeah, they've been really able to showcase their skills, haven't they? Being able to analyze the game well, adapt accordingly. Everything's been going off a treat here, just like Linux setting things up now. Teammate at the ready, lock it in. It's AGON there. Well done.
How do you pre-watch a live game, Matsy? You said Linux was setting it up, and look at that. Perfect little setup there for Sir Ekim. Gets it on through. I don't even believe that was a double attempt on goal. I honestly believe that was set up there just to make things difficult. The University of Newcastle, and Hal really bringing everything that they can now to this game. It's going to be interesting to see what else they might have up their sleeves, but I do want to see the University of Newcastle perhaps be a little bit more physical, look to challenge a little bit more. Bit of a dangerous situation. Once again, Linux managed to get the save, and now the count is on.
Yeah, the count is on, and they're looking to pull through. Rise up to the sky here. Mezzi, for the pick up. Be able to take it up there. Linux not going to be able to get to it. Physicality coming around the back line there. Running out of boost. We'll drop it to a teammate. They can't really further commit to this one, so UON take control.
I do like the presence of mind there to realize I can't go the distance here on this boost. I'll just shift it down, send it to a teammate. Obviously, it didn't go the way that they want to directly afterwards, but again, just these little changes of microplay where, I am not going to just run with the ball until my machine fails out. In this scenario, I'm going to adjust my plays, see if we can perhaps eke out a little bit more efficiency, and that's exactly what these guys need to be doing here at this level of play.
Yeah, need to give it their absolute best here. See if they can press the issue even further. Messi and Co. ready to play the ebb and flow. Messi not able to turn around in time, no boost. They're still trying to keep things up front though. Try and help with the teammate perhaps, but UN now trying to take the opportunity.
So Ekham's going to slow it down once again as well, push it towards the corner, just the side wall. Ends up getting the beat, but of course loses the ball afterwards. Still going to be a setup here for the Howl, but you can see a bit of physicality starting to come through. This is what I wanted Newcastle to do, start getting in their faces, challenging the ball a little bit more. Start giving them a chance to play with it, because if they do get a little bit of time, they will bring out their mechanics, they will bring out their technical play, they will make it difficult. And you can just be in their faces, really mark your player, and that makes a world of difference.
Yeah, it really goes the extra mile there, doesn't it? Oh, look at that!
What a
So
save!
close, yet so far. Brody is insane on that one.
Oh, that was a great one. I can't believe he got that. It was pixel perfect as well. Understood where they needed to put the ball. If he was off by even a margin, that was going in. But still managed to keep it within a relatively even go. As they say that, another attempt on goal is going to come through from Potatoes trying to equal it up. That's going to just go a little bit wide. The Eckham's being stopped. Linux goes for a fake. Has to go across field away from the goal. Has to give it back away to Phoenix there. Ooh, that's a dangerous, very dangerous 50. But no goal just yet.
Oh, not yet, but maybe in a second here. Push straight upfield there. UNSW will be able to cut it across there. So ready to try and set themselves up. UON contending with them in the skies, trying to rise up. Sleepy Potatoes ready. Doesn't fret just yet. Eckham trying to push it through. It's still going to be a contention for control here. No one able to really take the reins.
It could just continue with this ebb and flow here, going back and forth between the fields. They're not just passing the ball needlessly as well. Linux has to go up. Brody was coming through quite physical. And as I say that, Linux just takes it the distance. Fantastic control the whole way through. I want to see this. Gets the beat onto one, drops over. The Potatoes is shadowing, but just can't get around. Hasn't got the boost to remain at the same level, and Linux can go the whole way.
Yeah, go the full distance there and ready to bring extra flair into this one. The ball rises up. Linux drops it down there. It's going to be a taps through though. UON ready to try continue that. Going to happen. Linux good to try and play off their teammate here, but no one close enough to really execute.
Brody tries to bring it to the center. Doesn't have the boost. Mezzi's going to pick that up. Definitely a big push there. Just going to miss out by a little bit. Unable to make it work. Didn't quite have the angle from the initial player beforehand, but now they've got 55 seconds just to keep on and hold on to the lead. University of Newcastle need to find some solutions now. They can't leave it up to kick off a little bit further down. There's just not going to be enough time, and if they don't score perhaps in the next 10 seconds or so, this is going to be another game going the way of USW.
Yeah, going to be another game, another issue. The other side of this one, Sleepy Potatoes, patient game here. Trying to do the best they can, but they're not really able to achieve too much. You know, UNSW have just been way too present here. Oh, getting close to it. It's just not close enough.
Well, Sleepy Potatoes trying to get something for Newcastle. Bring it back the way, but good control, good spacing. Good positioning overall by New South Wales towards the end means they will hold their lead. I believe now it's just going to be a foregone conclusion. It's just a matter of how long they can keep in the air. It's actually going to be, ooh, Messi pushes up and come on through from Sleepy Potatoes. That's going to go down. And USW well and truly in the driver's seat for this series.
Yeah, going to be well and truly in control of this one. They've taken 2 games in a row now, and they're looking like there's no signs of stopping either. So, really well done. Well played into this beginning portion here, Mendrix, but we've still got more to calculate, more to look right into on this one. And I am prepared. I'm eager to see just how these teams will be looking to get this one done.
Newcastle's got the right idea towards the end. Again, just being a little bit more physical, getting in their faces, looking for the bumps, looking for the demos if possible. Just speeding things up and obviously challenging the ball that little bit more. I feel like they just need to keep doing that a little bit more on top of it. Just like, just take it up another level. Again, Linux, Amezi, so Ekham's just been allowed too much free reign on those aerials, and you do just need to get there. Even if you just bump with the car, it doesn't need to be you going for the, again, it's this isn't normal soccer. You can go straight for the player here. That's completely fine. Get the demo, knock him out of the play, get the ball loose, and then see if you can find something or an opportunity off the back of that.
Yeah, looking to capture the best opportunity, their best path forward here, and see if they can do just that. Take it slow, take it easy. I'm not looking to take it just yet. A good hit from Phoenix there. That got a bit close. Brody might lock it, but no, Linux going to be able to evacuate it just in time.
Yeah, Phoenix also was there trying to make it work. A bit of a flip reset, going to be read by Soekim, so they will get the save. Counter-attack on now for the Howl. Brody wants to stop that. They do manage to get through. A bit of forcefulness. Just muscling across. Going to go towards the center here. Trying to steal a little bit of the booster process of it. Can they get the center on through? No, Mezzi making sure that's not going to be the case. And we do have the Howl now trying to push across here on the counter. And extending it towards the center. You can see Mezzi trying to mess with defenders, getting in their faces as they do look for the setup. That's looking like a good opportunity, but it will be pushed away by Newcastle.
Yeah, pushed away for the time being, but still going to be trying to play into it. Good in the corner there. Now going to be cleared out. Echo not able to hold it for long. Good hit from Phoenix there. Just going a little bit quicker than UNSW on this one, and I love this change of pace from UON here.
Yeah, it's very needed, sorely needed. They are definitely taking it up a notch, and it has to be now. Of course, they are fighting for their lives in this series. That last ball just going on through, but no one's going to capitalize off the back of that mistake. So a little bit of getting away with murder here for New South Wales. That's a good shot from Armezi, but it's going to go high. I like the idea. Just a quick turnaround. Newcastle weren't prepared, but they don't have to worry about it. Of course, they get away with it this time. Ball redirected towards the center there just at the last minute. Linux, good control, looking for a setup here once again. It's the bump into the wall, might be enough, and Sir Ekim manages to get it through.
Manages to get it through and breaks in with a first there, so going to be able to burst into action. Ready to gain some further traction onto this one. Love to see it, and see what else they can do here and now. So we jump in to the next kickoff. No one able to get control yet. Mezzi and Co, though, ready to flow it through. Oh, taking it a little slow. Get an angle, not going to be there.
Nope, but they're going to still get the boost as well. So taking away those resources, you can see New South Wales has a little bit extra in the tank. Now, Hurtados tries to take it overhead, but Linux immediately goes for the challenge, gets that ball out of their hands, out of their possession. Back towards the center, set up for Sir Ekim, but Phoenix will get the read and push it towards the New South Wales half. Good set up there, a little bit too much just a pass to Hurtados, but they just miss by a fraction.
Yeah, just miss by a tiny bit there, but at least now there's an opportunity to try and get it again. Phoenix doing the best they can, playing very upfront and personal on this one. Ooh, and they will get it overwhelmed. Brody's there to save it, though.
I mean, look, looking at the results here, even though, of course, it's been New South Wales' game, Brody has had 2 excellent saves in the series. Can't take that away from him.
Yeah, can't take that away whatsoever there. Gonna be good, gonna be great. And now, ready to try and skate ahead of this one. 2 minutes to go. Echo ready to pass it back here. Already getting past one player. Not so lucky on the second.
And this is the problem that Newcastle's been having. They've just been letting them play with that against their Ekim. It's good control, gets over, gets beat on 2. Of course, it's going to be stopped, but you keep letting New South Wales do that. Eventually, they will start to get the ball through, and that's just been the name of the series. They eventually find an opportunity to make it work. They capitalize. Now, Sleepy Potatoes has an opportunity to push it towards the center. Again, going to be stopped by New South Wales. Phoenix, though, great little touch, but not going to be enough. We'll go wide of the goal.
Yeah, we'll be able to go wide collide onto this one. Brody, ready to try and lock it through. Good hit from Ekim there. Linux not going to be able to get the same. A good demo coming through on that one and looking for another touch. Brody up top, down the middle, and it's still going to stay in place.
Coming on through again. Let's go through. Yeah, it was a bit of a slight mistake there. I was just looking at it to see if they were going to be punished, but not going to be the case this time. Again, let's go through the Linux. Tries to go on through. Maybe an opportunity for Newcastle. Can they get the equalization? Trying to get through the center. Brody not getting the angle. We go back to the corner. Linux is going to get on through. No one's back just yet for the time being. Phoenix using all of their boost to get back. Going to be a pass on through. Brody's going to stop it. Reset up there to Ekim with a little hit down. Tries to get it a touch to go for a bouncing shot, but not going to get it in the end. And now Phoenix now with opportunity, but will be stopped by New South Wales. 20 seconds left. Series might just be ending here and now.
Yeah, it could be the time right here, right now. Need to see how it's all going to play out though, Linux. Good up top there. Stop, drop, and roll as they stroll their way through. 5 seconds to go though. Somebody forget there's something here. UON try and contest. Oh, try as they might. The ball will definitely be still in play. And there, another goal for UNSW.
Just in the dying seconds there. Not going to change the ultimate result, but it's always nice to pad your stats. Phoenix unable to get on through again. Just New South Wales stealing all the boost, taking the resources, and getting a few extra goals in their back pocket.
Yeah, going to be a perfect outcome out of that one. Going to be very happy with that. And very eager to see more where that came from. But a very energetic pursuit. You know, it started off competitive in that first game there, but I mean, into the second one and there beyond, it was just a very quick pursuit on the UNSW side onto that one. So good on them, I say.
Yeah, it was very good in the sense that it was low goals overall. Of course, The control definitely seemed to be going the way of New South Wales majority of the way through, and that ends up being why they had the opportunity to score them. But I have to also take a moment to look at Newcastle. Great defense across the board against some beautiful saves. And of course, again, it's just a matter of them speeding up a little bit. It's not like they're not within striking distance of their opponents.
No, like they're definitely within striking distance. You know, we saw a lot of demos come through. We saw some great opportunities there, but I feel like the defense from UNSW just a little bit more present in that situation there. So, yeah, you reap the rewards of the efforts you put through, and you get to see more of those from some of our other teams right on the other side of this break. Welcome back, everybody, to AEL University Elite Series. Here with Matzy and Mendrix. It's Rocket League time all over again. We've seen one amazing series, and guess what? We got another one right now. It's going to be coming at you. QUT taking on Macquarie Scarlet. And, ooh, I'm feeling fired up coming into this one.
Ooh, same here as well. Just having a quick look at the teams. QUT will be fielding out Mac, Jacko, Ultraviolet, and on the other side, Macquarie Scarlet will have Austin, Zemi, and Sliffy.
Yeah, these players all have unique aliases, as always, and you'll have to see some of their creativity shining through, but there's going to be more where that came from. Coming at you on our screens right now, the kickoff is underway. It's time to get down to business, and here we go.
Yeah, Jacko trying to jump on it, but it will go the way of Scarlet. Just a little stop on the side. Won't be able to get it on Owl. Definitely a dangerous situation, but they handled it well. Mac trying to continue to play, but with limited boost will make things difficult. Zemi, plenty in the tank. Will keep that nice and clear.
Keep it clear and ready to step in into gear here. So take it easy. Zemi, right in the back line. Should be able to take it patiently. Crossing the goals, that's dangerous, but they evade the danger gracefully.
Now setting up here as well. Looks to use a quick flip reset to perhaps confuse, but won't be able to get the beat. Goes over the head. Zemi, nice little touch there. Makes it difficult, but will hold on. Ends up being a nice setup back. Gets back in time, makes the read, gets the save, and now Jacko's on the attack. Oh, and he scores!
That's a successful attack, yeah. Well done to Jacko there, the Jack attack. Oh, they tried to pivot it with the hit. Unlucky for them, just not enough oomph behind it.
Yeah, and Jacko was just so quick to react to it, realizing the ball's changed trajectory. Immediately puts it back on the desired path and grabs himself a goal for all their trouble.
Yeah, it could be another one rising up where that came from as well. Let's take it slow and steady for the minute. Jacko, ready. Big boost picked up. Max ready to take a pass if they need to as well. There you go, playing straight into it. A little slow to the take, but still going to be able to keep it upfield. Ultraviolet. Ooh, big commitment there. Unlucky position though.
Oh, Zemi tries to flick it overhead. It's going to be set up for a double. UT immediately get it clear. Zemi keeps it alive. Tries to push it back in towards that center. Violet does well to get it out with limited boost. Sends it to Jacko. Set up to Mac as they go for the pass. It's up in the air. Nice little control and chip over. Gets the beat onto one, but will end up bouncing off the backboard. Jacko tries to reset up once again, but no avail. As I say that, tries to get through. A quick steal from Ultraviolet. Almost goes all the way into the net. Now it's setting up on through Macquarie Scarlet. Pretty happy that that one did not concede.
Yeah, not going to be able to concede this one. Take it easy. Big hit. Oh, Jacko! Well done on the timing there. It's just a battle of timings for Jacko all game, isn't it, Mendrix?
Just absolutely good reads as well. Just sort of seeing where the ball's going to be moving a little bit into the future. Some observation hockey. Perhaps going to be the case, but not going to be this time around. I had to say it. I'm hearing some things in the background. I'm telling you right now, Jacko seems to be operating at another level. Really good plays.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, can they get much higher? It's already so high, and we are going to be push it all the way into the top here, Mac. Waiting. Good hit through. Ultraviolet will prevail. Nice setup and nice drop in.
You can see Mac communicated, I'm going to slow it down, get ready. 2 beats, Ultraviolet knows exactly where they need to place it. Ends up going to that right-hand side on as far as possible. Of course, manages to get another one through. QUT looking very strong in this series.
Yeah, strength being bolstered time and time again onto this one. We'll be able to structure their approach accordingly. Zemi, good stoppage there. Does manage to counter it back. Jacko trying to do the same thing. Not going to get much. At least clears it. So that's a good beginning, but you're going to need more than that.
I like the half breezy flick coming across there as well. Just trying to get it through, but we've read by QUT nonetheless. Back on the attack once again. They do manage to get it out from the corner. Set on through to Jacko. Jacko keeps the play going. Tries to push it through. Not really the best touch from the top of the ceiling. Definitely awkward for even the best of players. Ultraviolet sets up. Comes down, dunking on through, and immediately redirects off the floor. Not quite a pinch, but a very close redirect.
Yeah, close as can be, isn't it? And very keen to see if Macquarie can bounce back into this next attack here. Push in to it. Austin could send it up high there, but Jacko on with the flow, taking it low. Ready to set it up for their team instead. I like how they've rotated out here. Ultraviolet prepared. Zemi does clear though, so at least they can steer it in another place.
Yeah, I love that. I love that rhyme as well. Goes with the flow while going low. Very well played there. I need to give you some props, Natsy. That one was excellent. Zemi also tries to keep it low, tries to get some flow, but not really gonna have that one this time around. As they keep on through Slippy, nice little chip overhead. Ultraviolet, excellent job with the double jump and then the control afterwards, limited boost. Keeps that one well and truly safe. UT just showing us they've got the goods, both on defense and offense.
Yeah, so far so good. Will be able to stroll their way through this one. Isn't it easy? Get up there though, Austin drops it in. A little bit offside, but at least their teammates are there to try and pick up the slack here. Time against them. Straight to Zemi on that one, so that was an easy defense. They will be having to do it again.
They're trying to keep it low.
Yeah.
Seems to be the it's like two low attempts there coming through from QUT, but that last one going to fall a little bit short. Mac has control going to the dying seconds. Definitely going to be a QUT win. Let's just see if there's perhaps another goal left in the back pocket.
Let's see if it is going to be captured here. So take it easy. And there it is. That's going to be all that they wrote on that one. GG, well played. Enjoy your stay. That will be the game one over and out there. So really good beginning coming through from the QUT side there. Showing a lot of aggressive presence, I got to say. And yeah, I think that there's more where that came from.
It's also discipline as well. You can see they slow it down at the right time to blend a pass where necessary, and also just the ability to adapt on the fly. There were definitely times there where Corey Scarlett just jumped in, immediately got the defensive play, redirected the ball, made things awkward, and QUT were just able to roll with the punches. They adapted very quickly. I mean, we saw it time and time again with Jacko as well, where they managed to get that initial first goal, and it was just, again, seeing a redirect, having the presence of mind to adapt, flowing through, and just making it look easy.
Yeah, they showed that they were in control basically the whole time there. They managed to play to their strengths over and over, playing some, well sped up endeavors there. I enjoyed some of the setups that we saw come through as well, you know, not afraid to go from the height there or do anything else they pleased, really. It all worked out an absolute treat. So, going to be a well-rounded first game in competition here, and excited to see how things go moving towards the second one on Forbidden Temple.
Well, just getting everything set up, getting all the pieces into play, getting all the pieces of the puzzle on out. And it makes you wonder, okay, well, QUT, definitely on top of it. They've got the goods. What needs to be done here on the other side? Right, what does Macquarie Scarlett need to bring to the table to shop a little bit? I don't think you can win the tech game right now. I feel like there is just a clear little edge on the side there. I've said it before in the past, get physical, be bumpy, get in their faces. You can shut a lot of these things down. That comes down to spacing, really shoring up most of your positioning. And that's just an easy fix for them to have here. Just get your formations correct.
Yeah, get things correct and make sure that you can just really bring yourselves with as much momentum as you can. Looks like they are going to be at least getting the clearance out there. Zemi good for him. Jacko. 2000 upfield though. Oh my days. Almost yielding a big result, but unfortunately missing that one.
Zemi now in control. Tries to get that over through. Jacko will take that one up now instead. Steals it away. Nice and simple. Tries to go for the pinch, but will be read by Sliffy, who gets there first. Goes from the backboard, redirects out. Now they're going to see if they can push it through. Ultraviolet needs to get to the safety. We'll get it through. Sliffy tries to get the read. It's definitely a close one, but not going to get the win at the end of the goal.
Yeah, not going to be able to get it this time around. Still taking it easy. See if they can hit something further here. Jacko good for it. Straight to Austin, though. So going to be on at Mac now. Keep it in play. Good to relegate it to the corner. I like the
Jacko.
pass off. They're ready to just fall back right at the slightest change.
Yeah, they can read the play. They understand, yep, the ball's not going to go our way this time. Let's double back, regain possession, go again. Just reset up. They don't want to overextend and give away a goal just off the back of a counter-attack unless they're 100% certain they're going to go and make it work. And again, that's the discipline of QUT, really understanding what they need to do.
Yeah, they're well invested into this one. We'll be looking for something else entirely. One other way in just a second here. They slow their pace on this. Ultraviolet, ready for it. Keep the pressure up. Lay off the wall, stall it out. Pass to pass to pass, but they're not able to advance anymore.
Yeah, a little bit too much pepper, too much power behind it. Gets the ball well and truly clear of Macquarie Scarlet's goal. Looking better this time around, Scarlet. They definitely sped up a little bit, perhaps a little bit of the nerves just sort of throwing them off that first game. Now they've played it out, get it out of the system, able to perform that a little bit better. QT needing to take it up a notch if they do want to remain to have control of the series. Liking the stuff from Macquarie Scarlet, they were also thinking through their plays. They're trying to predict the next sort of move that might be coming across QT's Zemi now. With control, tries to get it across Ultraviolet, bringing it back towards the center. It's going to be past them through. Slippy jumps through, pushes it away. Going to be a pass back to QUT as again they set up Jacko. Spends most of the push to get there. Austin, good control, maybe an opportunity. You can see that's immediately pushed away by Mac.
Immediately pushed away, and now Jacko. Good hit upfield. That's got a bit of pace behind it. Will be matched now by Macquarie. Oh, the save's good. It might need more than that, and they will succeed there. Cleaning up house. Zemi in trouble as well. Demo's coming in every direction. Austin, good to still keep it in play here, but QUT, they are bringing up everything to try and get this out.
It's definitely a moment there where it was looking a little bit shaky for QUT. Perhaps the save. Good that it happened, still made them break formation. Scarlet tried to capitalize, but QUT have recovered well and truly. Having a quick look now, more boost available for QUT. Perhaps they can make this work for the counter-attack, but just don't quite have the position. Scarlet doing a good job of keeping the pressure on, making them force defense, use their resources on defensive purposes, not for the attack, but Ultraviolet will get it out. Ball's going to come through. Zemi, a good job to get the clear. Mac tries to get it past the Jacko. It's a good hit, but it's not going to find the mark.
Not this time. Maybe next time, though. There's Austin. Ready, placed it down, just a little off there, but they had the right idea.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more with it. They were in position, tried to get the steal, they read the play, had the intercept, but didn't quite get the angle. Ultraviolet down, tries to set it through. It's going to be a bit of a kerfuffle there. The ball's passed across. Again, the ebb play comes through. It's going to be a shot. Not going to be good. That's going through. Slippy manages to get one through the end, and we have a possible series on our hand.
Yeah, could be exactly what they were searching for here. 50 seconds to go, and time to see if there's more coming out from either side here. Jump back into action all over again. Zemi gonna be forced away. Okay, I love the demo from Jacko there. Now playing back, and does it look to push through the middle there, fill their way up. Mac good to take control again.
Mac wants to make it work. Gonna be cleared away. Jacko picks it up afterwards. Good little shot. Will make things rough. Scarlet still unable to make it work. They finally get the clear out. QUT looking to slip again. Jacko tries to get through. Austin cut the legs of that play out short. Emi now tries to get across. That's looking like a pretty decent shot. Jacko gets back in time. Able to react. Gets to save. But ultimately, are we still going to have the same scenario here? Emi's going for a setup. Tries to get that last bit of a goal in. But as long as they keep the pressure on and they hold their lead, the series is well and truly underway. One possible goal just missing out by a little bit of a hairbreadth margin. And Macquarie Scarlet even up the series.
Nicely done. Two them and theirs there will be able to take the only goal into that second game. So going to be very satisfied with the outcome, very satisfied with the result on that one, and very eager what else they will be able to bring here. So take it slow and steady and ready to give it their all onto this. But, you know, the teams, they're looking good. They're looking real good.
I love the bounce back from Corey Scarlett as well.
Yeah.
Not letting that first game get to them. If anything, they came back stronger. Now it's going to be up to QUT to find the response. That momentum is a very fickle thing. When it does get on one team's particular side, it's very rough and hard to get back. So they also need to show some resilience coming into it. QUT just looked so slick, so clean in that first game. I think Macquarie Scarlet taking it up a notch really showed that there is a way to just deal with that control if you are also being a little bit more physical. Goal potentially not coming across there, a little bit too fast, couldn't get the angle. We stay at 0-0.
Yeah, 0 apiece for now, so still early days, you know. Should take a bit of time for teams to cook up earlier, so it could be similar going forward from here, but big hits downfield. Jacko trying to yield the results, might get it, but not this time.
You can see again just jumping in. Is that going in? It drops. It gets down. Austin gets that first goal. You can see the little jump there. Austin was doing with limited boost as well. Just so quick to react. That twitch movement, getting themselves the goal.
Yeah, we'll be able to get it through there, and we'll be happy with that already. Starting off very strong onto this one. Jacko and co trying to flow it together. What a big hit downfield. It doesn't sell the goal, but we'll be able to at least gain a bit of motion.
Mac held the line there very well. Good discipline, didn't go for the boost, just made sure they were in position for the save. But Jacko goes for the shot. Zemi handles that nicely. Will be pushed on through to Austin, who's looking for a setup for themselves. But it's going to go towards the backboard. Nothing here for QUT just yet, but Macquarie Scarlet definitely speeding things up and making it difficult for QUT to mount a comeback.
Yeah, getting more difficult by the second here. Getting closer and closer, like they're finding the epic saves there. Everything's looking good, but see if that will stay the case. Zemi, to clear. Sliffy down under as well. So just trying to navigate around it for the time being, but QUT, they just won't give up on this.
Yeah, Mac trying to use the backboard there with a quick redirect to force a goal, but we've read. Scarlet going for the counter-attack. This looks dangerous. Max gets back in time. Knocks that on through. Ultraviolet sets it as a pass to Jacko. That's a very nice strike, but Zemi, once again, just keeps control, doesn't react immediately, doesn't pre-jump, gets the save. Jacko manages to steal that one on through. We'll get Max stealing some boost as well at the same time. QT temporarily in control, but that last little touch will be the respite that Macquarie Scarlet needs.
Yeah, we'll be doing the best they can to bite back here. We'll push up field. Austin gaining a bit of traction here. Jacko is looking to stop, but won't be required yet. Sliffy, like how they push it offside there. Jacko going to be the one to push it straight over to Mac there. Zemi ready as well, but Quarry still just being held at bay in the midfield here.
Sliffy now brings it towards the center. Jacko's in position, ball goes overhead, hits the crossbar, just doesn't skip in. Mac on the counter-attack. Austin very quick. Austin's been great on these intercepts, just seeing the play before it happens and having that initiative to be there first just makes things so much easier here for Scarlet to maintain their lead. As they're setting up, and be knocked across again, you can see trying to get across. Mac just jumping for the ball, no ball chasing here at this level of play. And now they're going to have to make their way back. Scarlet now on the attack. Ultraviolet tries to get it to safety. A little bit of a soft touch. Maybe an opportunity for Mac. He's very quick towards the air. Gets the bump. Doesn't quite get the finish.
Yeah, not quite able to lock it down here. Mac trying to fight back. Good physicality from Ultraviolet there. Cutting off one of the defenders. Leaving them a bit more vulnerable, but they have plenty of time to amp back up here.
Pushing through now. Zemi tries to get a beat onto Mac, not going to be the case. Mac sends the pass to Jacko, looks to slow it down to control, does get challenged, ball's going to go free. Back towards Violet, they've got plenty of boost, see if they can push it the whole field. They're definitely using as much as possible to get across. It's going to be a pass back to Mac, who looks for a center, slows it down, gets it through to Jacko once again. Zemi, again, holds in position, knows exactly when to pull the trigger. And it sets the counter-attack up here for Scarlet as they go in for one more little hit with 1 minute left. Corey Scarlet seems to be holding the line.
seem to be holding the line, and going to give it the best that they can onto this one. And Mac trying to fight back, and not going to happen though. Macquarie pushing up field again. Jacko, good reaction, slowing it down there, trying to push it together. This could be one of the last opportunities they have.
Well, not going to get anything out of that. Mac will get through. Jacko steals the boost, tries to pass back afterwards. Zemi once again gets the save. Austin now trying to take the rest of the distance. Jacko sets up, uses their boost once again. They're going to go for a cross-map play. Gets the flip reset, gets the beat onto one, but Zemi knows what needs to be done time and time again. The assessment was make sure no goals get in, and damn did Zemi do that.
Yeah, they did that in a big way here. So Ultraviolet trying to pass it in. No, so close, but no, it doesn't happen. Macquarie take it to series point here in game 3. My goodness, we were so close to the 20-minute OT, but so far away.
Wow, what a close finish there, but not going to be the case. Zemi, 501 the scoreline, very fittingly getting the title of Warden for that game as the MVP. Yeah, that was definitely the Zemi show that time around.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt, it was Zemi all day long. They were definitely taking control of the game, able to make their team maintain that, composure the whole way through, and things just look great for them time and time again here. It's unfortunate for their opponents, they haven't been able to find that same magic that we saw in the first game.
Yeah, exactly. QT looking so good. I'm not sure if it's that scenario of them being a little bit quicker. I'm not sure what they're going to need to do to bring it back. It's you can't really just rely on the opposing team to slow down. They're not going to take their gas off. I said that momentum is going to push them that little bit further. So, yeah, the momentum definitely seems to be clearly now in the favor of Macquarie Scarlet. I'm not sure how QT can bounce back. They definitely do have that presence of mind, the ability to obviously react to the plays as it happens, but they just haven't been able to capitalize. And again, Zemi just being an absolute wall in goals makes it very difficult.
Yeah, the difficulty increases by the second, doesn't it? They've just been able to just shut them out and almost in its entirety there. They've been there every time they've been trying to string something together, and just hasn't worked out. So very unlucky for them and theirs there, but maybe this could be the turning point. Jumping into the fourth game of the Endeavour would be the change that they need.
Yeah, fourth game coming up. They've had plenty of time to go into the series. Maybe now they've actually looked at what's being done here on the side of Macquarie Scarlet, what they're bringing to the table, perhaps come up with a countermeasure. We'll have to wait and see if it's going to be the case here in Game 4, because if they don't have anything ready yet, or any specific change, Macquarie Scarlet, they're going to take the series here and now.
Yeah, ready to prove themselves in that regard, aren't they? Just playing in the corner now. Mac ready to attack here. Not much boost, but the angle could be good. Drop straight down, playing into it. Not today, though. Ball going straight back. Mac not going to need the time on their side. Jacko is able to still hold on to it here as they try and set their team up.
Pushing on through now. Ball's going to a sensor. Ultraviolet missing just ever by a hair fraction. Zemi control. Matt gets bumped as well. Gets a beat onto 2. It's going to go into the wetting hands of Ultraviolet, and it ends up being another bump directly afterwards, and Sliffy is able to come through afterwards and slip that ball in.
Yeah, slip it in, slip it through, and we'll pull through in the beginning there for Macquarie Scarlet. So, going to be a great start early on into the piece there. 43 seconds going down. Now more to follow. Jump in at 2. Second portion here, Sliffy going down. Good demo over the top there, but Jacko and Co now trying to take control back.
I really do want to also just take into account Austin just immediately going for the bump, saying, yep, I know it's going to be open goal if I get you out of the way. I've got my teammate, good presence of mind. Nets themselves that early goal. And if they do just have repeat game number 3, Macquarie Scarlet looking very strong to take this series. Still plenty of time on the map here, QT. Speeding up a little bit, they definitely have a bit of an aggressive play coming into it. I feel they do need to be a little bit more bold. They do say that fortune tends to favor those who act with initiative. Mac looking for a setup here, gets it off the backboard, not going to be the case. Austin tries to get overhead. Jacko gets a bit of a touch. That's going to be enough to redirect it away from danger.
Yeah, moved away for the time being here. Jacko and Ultraviolet looking to play up. Mac could be into the mix. Ooh, not going to be able to enable that pass though. What's the reset on this one? But Mac's ready to go for it again here. Oh, and they will prevail. A nice bounce, and they pounce upon the opportunity.
Yeah, Jacko just moving with absolute precision here. Doesn't go for... Actually, no, that was a flip reset, and normally you would expect them to try and flip up. Chooses to go down instead with that little bounce. And that speed that Macquarie and Scarlet was not expecting lets him get the setup. Is are they on a Dominus as well? Let's put that up. Yep, they are.
Yeah. Running it back to the Dominus era. I love to see that.
You do get a little bit of a longer box in terms of the way that the ball touches, and it does allow a little bit more mechanics in play. So I think that's perhaps the reason that is being brought out here as well. Might make the difference going across, but I do like that Jacko's got something a little bit different here from the Fennec on the field.
Yeah, you love to see, I guess, the more creative choices there, you know? I'd love to see something like a Scarab tonight, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure how I feel about the Scarab. Just it sounds,
DeLorean.
just, you know, Party bus. I reckon the party bus would be good.
Nah, get
Why
the
not?
Batmobile.
What is that one, like the Paladin? Something, you know,
Yeah.
just break out all the cars. What we should have.
Why not?
If this goes to game 5, all players should just get rid of the Fenix. Just have a ban on Fenix. Yeah. Kumi.
Yeah.
Oh, the ball, Jacko!
Oh!
That one was almost a traitorous goal, but not going to be the case. Still got an even game here, minute and 45 seconds left on the clock. And that ebb and flow has just been continuing from time and time again. Jacko gets it clear. Looking very pretty on that Dominus.
Yeah, looking at it so far, so good! Big shot! Blocked away by Zemi there! Good to handle the power behind that one. They're now looking to go for it all over again there, cutting it in. Not going to be good twice. Jacko pushes ahead for the lead.
Oh, we said we needed something different, and now the Dominus delivers 2 times. Look at that touch. Austin just can't get there. That angle was absolutely filthy, and QUT looking to bounce back in game 4.
Yeah, looking to bounce straight back on through to this one. Slippy.
Slippy.
Oh my days. It's so many close calls here. My heart can't take it.
Going to be needing to get you a pacemaker by the end of this series. Don't worry, I'll be joining you as well. Me and you, the Unk Army, don't you worry about it. But continuing forward, Austin has to try and get this ball out. They do manage to get it through. QUT doing a good job keeping the pressure up. The momentum finally back in QUT's hands. You can see they're definitely a lot more confident. And as the bravado comes through, Ultraviolet gets a third.
And we'll be able to push ahead with another one in favor of QUT now. So, looking to settle the score here and now, 47 seconds. Macquarie struggling into the final parts of this one, and we could be going all the way if things keep up like this.
Yeah, it's looking very likely that will be the case. 2 goals in 40 seconds, definitely a tall order to be asking of Macquarie Scarlet, but still possible if they do get a goal in the next 10 seconds. Maybe they can make something happen with the kickoff. But as time goes on, Demi tries to get a beat, does bet 2 players, but Jacko will be the one to push that across. There, is it going to be a demo from Mac? Perhaps a finish coming through as Ultraviolet tries to get around the corner. They still manage to hold the line for the time being from Macquarie Scarlet. They can't be in defense. They need to put 2 goals away, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be seeing the light of day this time. So, we will be looking to lock it up into a game of 5 here. As soon as the ball drops down, there it is. Going to be brought through. QUT will be able to send it 2 for 2 now.
That's right, going the full distance in this series. The tiebreaker must be broken, and it will be in the next game. Macquarie Scarlet probably scratching their heads a little bit, not really understanding what the capability of a Dominus can do, but I'm going to chalk it up to that for the time being. You know what? I'm not an analyst, okay? I just like Dominuses. I think they look cool.
I think that's some of the best analysis I've ever heard.
Yep.
Car looks cool. That means that's the ultimate tool to win
Automatic
games.
win.
Yep, that's the way they say, you know, skins get the wins. Just
Do love
perfect,
that one. That's a good way to put it.
perfect
Do get the
gospel, that
wins.
is. Yes.
Like the digital money going well each and every single time. I mean, look, I personally do love to jump in there and get something a bit special. I feel like okay, look, you guys can't see it, but I'm looking at the lobby there. I'm looking at my car. My car looks fantastic.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. You know, you've got a lot of creative flair behind you. There's a reason you cast so well. But we'll see how things go once we get all set up and ready for the next portion of the endeavor here.
Yeah, we'll get everything's underway. The final pieces of the puzzle. I mean, look, we're going to have a little bit of a quick time out where we get it sorted out. The thing here, when you look at it this in the last game, is that mental fortitude starts to sip in. Like those who have the best resilience here coming into game 5 is going to have the best opportunity to take this away. And the mistakes do start to be a little bit more obvious. You've been playing, again, these 4 games. It starts to take away that mental, just that little bit. And you see perhaps it's a miss of a ball here, the consistency not showing up that you're used to time and time again. And those do, of course, start to let goals get conceded.
Yeah, it takes its toll on you, doesn't it? It's like I said in the beginning, it's the battle of endurance, and now we're seeing the team's gonna succumb to the energy being used up there. So gonna have to try and bring it out one last time here. See which team will be able to pull through in the final stand of this one. As it all comes down to this, who stays, who goes. It's all going to be proven.
Yeah, that's right. And it's just going to continue to push this tournament that little bit further as well. I think there's definitely been, this was a little bit of an upset in terms of a view of what we were looking at. I don't think we were expecting this one to go the distance. Perhaps we were expecting a little bit of a clean sweep, but it's really good to see that teams are showing us that they have a little bit more in the tank here, especially as the competition continues to go further forward in the journey.
Yeah, always nice to see new things. Just when you think you've seen everything, and something else does reveal itself. So, good in that regard. And be more goodness in a second. Austin going down to the demo there. Macquarie trying their best to bounce the ball back. Will be Jacko and Co, though, setting each other up, trying to lock it in. Still going to be saved out. Mac not relenting on the pressure there. Does push off to another teammate.
Yeah, we'll be set through to Sliffy, that immediately picked up by Jacko, who goes for the bumping play, tries to clear a path for the goal to get in, but we're going to get it through. As I say that, though, Jacko comes back around on the rotation, creates enough of the havoc on through. Zemi just couldn't get the touch after Ultraviolet, and then because of the way that ball pitched in the 50-50, it's going to go to Jacko, and QUT looking to go the full distance this time around. They took game 1, and now they're finally up again in this series.
Yeah, going to be happy to push themselves in that way there. Still heading towards the 4-minute mark now, though. Jacko locks it over the top. Nice setup. Execution is finesse. And Macquarie, just when you think they're ready to react, it's just a little too quick for them.
Yeah, it's the Dominus with the glossy paint looking absolutely fly, staying in the air. That nice little flip reset, just making it difficult to get the saves. And those 2 quick goals, you can see that momentum, the confidence really has just brought QUT back to life.
Oh my goodness. Certainly reinvigorated onto that one, but it'll be a very close call on the goal margin there. Macquarie almost had their first on the board and are not looking to give up this opening. Will be forced it back, however, off a good clearance from Mac. Ultraviolet continuing in the pursuit as well, so Macquarie can react to this one and should be able to overwhelm, especially with a bounce like that.
And it's good that Macquarie's Scarlet still shows signs of life. Another shot from Austin, being deflected by Ultraviolet. You can see as well Mac trying to clear a path. Demo's coming on through, but QUT will also come through their own little play to try and set things up. Zemi tries to get overhead, but will be pushed back, going to the way of Slip, who pushes it to Mac. Mac tries to get it back into the center. Does slow down the play, gets it on through, gets the beat onto Zemi, who then follows up afterwards. It's going to have to be a little bit too soft to be a complete beat. Ultraviolet tries to set it down. Nice little angle, but it will be red, and Macquarie Scarlet gets it out of the goal.
Yeah, we'll be able to relegate it out for the time being here. Still going to have to bring more around the corner, though. Jacko float forward here. It's over the side. Ultraviolet prepared. to tear things up, and it is picked up in the skies. Oh, it gets it in the end. I can't believe this. And they will be able to lock it down.
Oh, the pass to Mac makes difficult. Slip tries to get there. The follow-up afterwards. I mean, Slip had the touch, managed to get it into a safer position, but Mac just following through, committing to the play, committing to the attack, understanding that there's a real chance the ball may end up in their laps, and sure enough, another goal will be provided. Oh, ultraviolet. Yeah, now they're just running away with it. It's like the dam has broken, the floodgates are coming through. It's just a rough moment here for Macquarie Scarlet.
Yeah, the dam's certainly broken down there. The floods are coming out, a flood of goals, and see how it takes its toll on Macquarie onto this one. They do at least get a bit of traction upfield early. Look to set themselves up accordingly here. Zemi tries to keep it to the other side. Just be ready for it though, but no teammates there to really play around them at the moment.
The time now really is the ally and the enemy. Absolutely the enemy of QT, the ally, or the ally of Macquarie Scarlet for the time being. Ultraviolet tries to get another strike here. Oh, now they're just making it look too easy. I think they really have just taken the wind out of the sails of Macquarie Scarlet. Nice little touch here. Oh, ends up being a pass pitch. Oh, love the stuff coming across QT. They're bringing out all the fantastic plays.
Yeah, looking absolutely superb there. And prepared for more where that came from. Jacko's trying to stop them here. Zemi, good to try and play into the setup, but just can't get a handle on it, you know. That's why they have to rotate back there, looking to stall QUT out. It's getting dangerously close towards their goals again, though, and Macquarie continually just feeling a little bit disjointed.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the difference was coming into it. Perhaps, again, we saw that mental fortitude starts to eat away. You know, they've gone the distance here, but just couldn't finish it at the very end. QUT, I feel like they've really just grown into the series now. Again, just need a little bit of confidence to get themselves back in. Jacko, on that dominance, has been playing up the storm as well, doing some great setups, but Ultraviolet as well as Mac have just been on point these last two games.
Ooh, close one again. And you're right, they're locked into this one, really focused when it matters here. They still have more work to do, so we bypass the minute mark. Big hit! No! Again! The defense is just insane.
Yeah, they just don't want to let a ball go through. That's 50 seconds here. 5 goals up for QUT. Macquarie Scarlet, time and time again, they've had opportunities. They've tried to make it stick. They've been good shots. But QUT absolutely in form here in game number 5 and definitely deserving taking away this entire series.
Yeah, so close yet so far. May be able to get at least something. There it is! Slippy slips it through in the corner there. They will find their first burst of energy.
Yeah, nice little touch there. Ultraviolet didn't expect it to go so far to the right as they drop down. Macquarie Scarlet do manage to get one back, but with 22 seconds on the clock, really gonna make no difference here. Maybe it was a small battle win, but definitely not the wall. I'm not sure how they're gonna make it work. Perhaps they can get some quick responses here now and maybe get some kickoff goals, but it will be kept out. QUT just need to keep possession or keep the attack on as they push it back towards the side of Macquarie Scarlet. We've got 5 seconds left, and it's definitely looking like QUT are walking away with it.
And there it is. Locked it in, a 5-1 there. They get the job done eventually. Cannot believe that actually went the full distance there, but it goes to show the determination, the grit between both of these rosters here. So, got to give props to them there. They played exceptionally well, and yeah, very happy with the result.
Yeah, and Ultraviolet there with a stellar score, 850 in points, 5 saves, 3 goals, absolutely going crazy in that particular game. Really deserving of an MVP to crown out the series.
Yeah, well done, well played onto that one, and excited for what else is going to be here on the other side of this break. Everybody, don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series with Matthew Mendrix here, and a big shout out to all of you teams for putting on a great show, and a shout out to our sponsors.
Yeah, that's right. AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide the best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Yeah, big shout out to HyperX and Officeworks as well. Power your game with the latest HyperX gear at Officeworks. Push performance to the limit with the latest in gaming tech. From high spec to precision gear, Officeworks has what you need.
And if you're feeling a little bit famished, Indomie the Noodle partner made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie Migoreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
I want to try some right now. Give it to me now! Make sure you check it out. But we're going to be checking out our next series right now as we take a look right at it. It's Monash V3 and taking on UONA.
Yeah, that's right. Having a quick look at the teams there, of course. Monash V3, Doob, Lenny, and ACWA, Akawa. Although he's going to be one to be pronounced, will be fielding on and out. And of course, Newcastle bringing across to the field will be Bud, Eminence, and Binomial Subtraction.
Yeah, always just very creative with the aliases there, I gotta say. And you can see their creative play one and the same as we jump into the pitch and ready to see who can serve up the best dish. As take it slow and steady. Aqua would just sit on this one. Find him there, not going to be able to catch it, but Yorwin, good to get a bit of momentum. I like the clearance from Doob there, though.
Yeah, just getting it out, making sure there's going to be no real danger. Now you do have, I know, subtraction coming in. Is that Kumi? I think it's Kumi to the field. Love it. You ask the players to bring a little bit of difference, and they do. Oh! As I say, that difference comes across with a little bit of that. Bud gets through, manages to push it across. And Newcastle off to get that first goal of the series.
You spoke it into existence, Mendrix. Call you a genie after bringing that one into the pitch there. I wonder what the next wish will be. But we jump in into the next kickoff here, and let's see if a wish for another goal will come true.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm loving it, right? Looking at all the colors. Like, this is great. Everyone else before was, just fielding those, typical standard colors. Everyone's bringing as much color as they can. Skins get the wins, as they say. Lovely stuff across the board. Evidence now tries to keep it on through. Goes for a bump play. Oh, comes out afterwards. That's a squishy save there as well.
So far, so good onto this one. Aqua. Fast offside there. Eminence tries to play off it. Good to clear it out there. Can cut that one through. Find him now. Gonna be overwhelmed as well. Aqua, so close, so far. A little bit too much power. Doob at least keeps it upfield, so they won't get overwhelmed there. But my goodness, a lot of close calls there.
Yeah, they're trying to push it across just a little bit over the mark. Unfortunately, the crossbar will be hit. Lenny tries to slow it down, goes in for the center, will be read by binomial subtraction. Aqua tries to get across as well, but not going to be the case. Lenny gets it in for another center. Bud goes in for the clear. You can see just sort of keeping it in the corner here as well. A little bit of back and forth between both the teams as they're trying to figure out where might set up come through. Lenny with an opportunity, pushes across, causes a little bit of chaos, but nothing is going to come through. No ladders will be climbed this time.
Not this time. We have at least another opportunity. Ball still up there. Maybe another ladder will be pulled up or pulled out from under them. So we'll be attacking it easy. Good physicality again. Aqua trying to play off it there. I like how they hesitated. They didn't want to overcook on this one.
Yeah, it seems to be the bit that spells a bit of doom whenever there is an overcommit. Doom, again, good for physicality, opens it up. Lenny, unable to get the shot. Aqua follows up, also just misses the mark ever so slightly, and Eminence will use the wall to pitch that ball to safety.
Yeah, going to be a safety, perhaps in numbers. They will take it a slow. Eminence. The flow ahead, has the big boost, and now can commit a lot of energy to this, but Lenny's good to play into the corner there. Calm the storm, swarm ahead. Aqua going to be able to succeed. Lenny, no contest as well, so just trying their best to slow things down. They will now be able to fight back.
Yeah, Doom not getting the next touch as they tried to follow through. Eminence who would want to steal it away. Aqua ultimately end up with the ball just yet. Using all of their boosters, managed to get it to the other side of the pitch. See a bit of a dangerous moment here now for Newcastle. Ball almost goes in. Lenny follows through. How did they keep that one out? That should have been in by all margins, but just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, not this time, not meant to be. Maybe the next one will be the one to be Lenny. Gets it upfield here. Now rely on Aqua. At least they're rotating out accordingly. You know, Doob's already back on track here. There they go. Scout ahead for the pass. Oh, a little bit too far though.
Yeah, just the shot had a little bit of softness to it. Wasn't quite able to get the pace required to put it away. Newcastle do manage to handle that nicely. Now, a bit of a counter-attack. Buds sends it overhead. Doesn't get the best touch and will just pass it away, but still finds the center nonetheless. And it will be kept out by Aqua, who tries to follow through with the counter.
Yeah, trying to follow it up. I see if they can lock it in here. Good hit from Eminence. Trying to set it up. Oh. No, going to be cleared out by Doob there.
It was going for the flip reset, but just couldn't get all 4 wheels underneath the ball. So we weren't able to go for it. Just tried to get a little bit of scoop up if possible, but in the end, it will be kept out. And just continuing to go through here, 30 seconds. Newcastle still hold the lead for the time being. That early goal really being their friend.
To do the best that they can. Doob and Co. I have to play defense all over again here. Oh, the demo's good. Trying to open up something to these last possible moments here. UON desperately need to tie it up at a minimum onto this one. Otherwise it could be OT City. We enter. Ball still up high, down low, and that is UON taking game 1.
Yeah, Marsh just unable to get there in the end. That early goal, like I said, being an absolute ally here for Newcastle. Still a very close game nonetheless. I feel like this series can go either which way. There was also a little bit of a kerfuffle on the side of Monash, but Newcastle just weren't able to feed that through and obviously get the return goal. I think that was definitely a missed opportunity, but we still have the rest of the series ahead of us to see if perhaps one will be Newcastle just going the full distance here, taking it away, or perhaps there's a bit of fight left here in Monash.
Yeah, I think that there's still a bit of wind in their sails, so to speak, a bit of flair behind them, and yeah, I'm eager to see them bring that in into full scope, into full view. Heading towards game 2 on this one, I think that, yeah, there's some vast opportunities, especially moving towards Forbidden Temple here as we jump straight into the kickoff. Let's get ready to go.
Yep, right on into it, everyone just rushing on in. We'll go the way of Newcastle, and Lenny is the one that pick it up directly afterwards. Also gets the boost as well on the side, so Newcastle just stealing away everything. What a save, what a shot, Aqua. It was on target, but my God, did they stop that ball from going in.
Yeah, looking to start off strong, you know, but there's got to be more where that came from. So we'll slice it out. Lenny not able to react there. Doob still good for it though. So clearances coming from both sides of this, and no one able to commit towards it any further though. UON good to try and fight back onto this one. Aqua's down. Doob at the ready. Does clear it straight to Aqua there. So works out perfectly.
Yeah, just trying to follow through afterwards, but the defense from Newcastle will stop the play. Eminence tries to get over the ball as well. Tries to stop that. Buds does get back. It looked like it was a bit of a dangerous position for Newcastle. Still in one, as they do manage to get a return play afterwards. They do clear out nonetheless. Doob comes flying in, unable to find the mark. Now it will be Newcastle on the counter-attack, coming across. Going to see if they can make something happen here, but Aqua very quickly pushes it back towards the corner of Newcastle. That's a shot coming across. It's a slight touch. It doesn't go in. That was close, but no cigar.
Yeah, close as can be, but won't break free just yet. Gonna be close and personal onto this one. See if they can drop something through now. Doob already waiting, gets it through! Monash are on the board!
Yeah, good stuff coming across. Aqua gets that immediate play afterwards to the setup. You can see Newcastle just didn't have the spacing in position. All the members pumped up around that far post. That's what happens when you lose your spacing, when you lose your position. You need everyone on the same page, rotating correctly, otherwise these goals will start to slip in.
Yeah, you can't afford to let anything slip through the cracks there. Otherwise, you just are going to get overwhelmed. Oh, the rotates coming through from Monash here. Trying their best to keep it upfield, but I mean, it only sets it up for UON in this instance.
Aqua's got the ball, bit of boost underneath as well. Gets it over. Will go the way of binomial subtraction as they do clear it out. Does a pass to Lenny. Gonna send it across. Tries to get a bit of a corner through as well, but unable to get the touch. So things may go back the way of Newcastle. Still under control of Monash as I say that. Gonna be another center. Tries to get over the edge. It's so close again, but they can't get it through.
Not this time, not this way. Aqua keeps it in play, trying to pass off to Doob, perhaps. It is going to be Lenny ready to pick it up. Not much boost available, but they at least keep it up in the sky there. Doob trying their best to react. Oh, perfect. Slips it through. No one's there to follow.
Yeah, unable to get that. Eminence now flowing through afterwards. Gets a bump. Trying to clear the path, but going to be cleaned up nonetheless. Monash now the ones with an early goal, helping them out, being the ally if possible. Newcastle under the pressure, under the pump to get something back. Lenny slows it down, tries to get over, but will charge in with no boost, unable to make it work. Aqua manages to get it towards the goal, but it will be cleared out.
Yeah, cleared out without a doubt. Now looking to head forth to more. Find them there. Doing the best that they can here, but Monash won't let up on this one. Still trying to pursue this. Good hit forward. Now above the goals there. Eminence at least clears it out. But I mean, if they take it too slow, it's an easy setup for Monash.
Yeah, didn't have the boost to really make a fancy play. Buds get it overhead. Will be a shot on goal. Aqua takes that one easily. Do respond as well if there's another shot or more of a push or a setup. That's a dangerous position there, but they do manage to keep it out. Now they're on the counter-attack. Onomio tries to take it to the corner, but it's read by Lenny as they bring it back on through again. Looking at the boosts, Monash has a little bit more in the tank. It's going to make things difficult for Newcastle to push the attack or perhaps get out of this defensive position they've settled into. They do get it out nonetheless. Eminence, no boost, tries to go in for a play. Goes to the bump afterwards. Doob, though, very quickly responds, tries to get it overhead. Limited boost as well, get through. There's an opportunity. Lenny tries to go for the shot, but just can't get there in time.
So close yet so far, and that's been proven time and time again here. Monash, I feel like we're in deja vu right now, but maybe not. Monash ball through for a second in their favor. 30 seconds to go. The hopes of UON is all but faded away now. Have to score 2 goals at 15 seconds apiece here. Good luck.
Yeah, Aqua did very well to obviously get that lead for them. A nice little cushion here, especially with only 30 seconds on the clock, like you mentioned. 15 seconds a goal. Very, very hard to do. You can see as we're closing in now, it's 10 seconds a goal. And I do feel that Monash do have a way to equalize this series here in game number 2.
Yeah, looking good to just hold on to this one. So, should be able to tie it up all the way, and that's all but certain now.
Yeah, that's a nail in the coffin.
Locked in. That's just a floodgates opened, and the goals just keep coming through.
Yeah, I feel Newcastle have sort of just decided to check out now in game number 2. I mean, you got 8 seconds, a 3-goal deficit. You're looking towards the next game now. You're sort of shaking out the loose ends of game number 2 and just saying, all right, no worries, we'll bounce back. We've still got our first game in our pocket. It was a best of 5. Now it's a best of 3. And we still have these games to go through. And again, it is going to be a bit of a marathon, right? It's not a race. You've got 5 games in this series to play. If you hold the line each and every single time, you keep your consistency. That's one way to do it, especially if you do go up against a team that might have a little bit more flair. That flair can be worn down with time.
Yeah, it's just a very patient pursuit, isn't it? You know, have to do the best that they can to wear down their energy, wear down that potential there, and see what else they can achieve. But now both teams taking one apiece in that one. It's kind of interesting, isn't it, seeing the change in direction come out in such bright fashion, to say the least. But we've got another game ahead of us in a few moments here. And I'm keen to see who can take the reins early into this one.
Yeah, it seems to be the case that if you do take the reins early, you might be walking away with the game. That's feeling like the way the series has sort of evolved. It happened in game number 1 for Newcastle, game number 2 for Monash. I think that's very interesting as well. Eminence was actually the highest scorer in points there. As I say it though, Aqua wasting no time, immediately puts one away. Lenny with the setup, sends it on through. Quick play from Aqua, just making it look easy. We're having a quick look to see how much boost was available, and yeah, there's nothing available for binomial subtraction or Bud to jump in and get the save. And if looking at history, whoever concedes that first goal ends up as the loser.
Oh my days! Pounced to the sky and dropped down low. You love to see a hit like that from Lenny. They pass it back. Aqua plays off the defender. It all works out an absolute treat there. So UON are going to be kicking themselves over that one, but kicking themselves over both goals for that matter.
Yeah, that last one was a lovely setup as well. I mean, Lenny just getting that initial hit, and then, this is floodgates well and truly open. That's what, 3 goals back to back without a response from Newcastle. Monash have come alive, and they're looking very strong.
Yeah, they've kind of fell into line, you know, especially after game 2 there. It felt like maybe game 1 was just unfortunate for them, you know, a little bit more of a warm-up game into that one, but now going forward, they're really showcasing their true colors.
And see Lenny, I was going for another setup. Lenny's been doing some excellent stuff here as well, just playing that second man perfectly, going through. Well, I should have more of that first man actually with the setup is what I meant to say, but it's really being that playmaker that opens up the rest of the game. Buds gets back in time, manages to keep it in the safety of the corner, wants to get it through. Aqua still some boost away. Lenny with a great shot. Eminence manages to hold the line. That was a crazy save. I mean, just reading it going straight down, playing it low, I would have thought perhaps it was going to be a bit more of a higher shot, but Eminence is able to react appropriately. Doesn't want this deficit growing any higher.
No, the shorter the gap is, the better. If they can close it, that would be fantastic. But so far, they haven't really been able to find any opportunity to do that. Oh! Maybe I should just keep speaking and they'll be able to do that again.
Yeah, Lenny does a good job to keep it out, but Bud just understanding the assignment, knowing where the angle needs to be, finds an opportunity as you're saying it, right? They couldn't find it, but they finally do. And again, maybe you get, like you said, perhaps to Newcastle's favor. Just keep speaking, Matzi, although I think you will.
I hope so. Or maybe I'll turn into a mime. Then you'll have to figure out what I'm saying.
Make some invisible walls.
Yeah. Invisible walls, invisible casting. It's like casting in invisible ink.
If you can put some invisible walls around me and I can have some nice acoustics, that would be amazing.
Hey, be careful what you wish for. I thought you were the genie, actually.
I can make wishes come true, but I can't make invisible walls. There's limits.
Right.
You know, like with the Dragon Balls, where like the dragon's like, I can't do that. It's just, yeah, same.
Yep, gotta test the limits of the wish there. Love to see it, but Aqua trying to make their wish come true with a big attack here. Love the reactiveness as well. They came so close to that one.
Yeah, Eminence has been doing a great job as well, being that goalkeeper again. Just the top point scorer purely off the back of the saves they had from the last game, even with Monash taking away the win. So yeah, just looking to see them continue to do that. And it's great to have that defense, but they need to also turn that shield into a spear, get something back. They need 2 goals. They've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so there's still enough time on the clock for it to be done. But again, time is both the ally and the enemy. If you don't make use of it, you can have a problem. And Eminence manages to make use of that time, gets on through. Looks like they're bouncing off invisible walls here as well.
Yeah, going to be able to get yet another goal in their favor here. So looking to close that gap as quick as possible. Things looking a lot more achievable here. Not with the demo coming out there, but going to be taken out of play as well. It looks like Doob is on demo duty.
Yeah, and what I think you should be very careful here. I've got a very specific point to it. Is that when you're 3-0 up and then you lose it, and you know that sweep comes across and you don't take the game away, it's a bit of a downer. It breaks your spirits a little bit. You don't want to have that type of loss in a series because it's just make it so much more difficult to come back. Lenny manages to keep it out. Again, Minute 45, Newcastle looking very strong to even it out. Eminence comes in again, unable to convert. Monash need to hold here, because like I said, it would be a bit of a tragic moment for them to actually lose from being 3-0 up.
Yeah, that would be absolutely devastating, right? And it honestly could be possible. If UON gets any closer here, ties things up, could be terrifying. What chances may be ahead of them, but speaking of chances, Monash going to take a chance on their attack here as well, doing the best they can to force UON back.
Lenny's going to miss, can't quite get the angle now. Another attack coming across from Newcastle too. Gets the read, brings it back. They're going to look for a center as well. It will cop a little bit of a hit, which throws them off, so they can't follow through afterwards. Eminence now has control of the ball. Aqua stopping that. Bud's very quick to react, pre-jumping early to be there in position. Binomial gets a demo, but they won't be able to open up the goal just yet.
No, still have to take their time with it here. 35 seconds to go right now. Lenny to push it up. Now Eminence getting overwhelmed there. Clearance coming through. Oh, good follow-up from Eminence. Pushes it straight downfield. Aqua trying to adapt accordingly, but the hit's not fantastic. They're just keeping it up to stall for now.
Keep possession's definitely a winning strategy here, especially with 15 seconds on the clock for that one. Not like this. It's looking dangerous. Aqua does get around and keeps it out, but the ball's going back in once again. You can see Binomial distracts his position. Tries to slow it, gets a little miss the hit. Lenny now takes the hit overhead. That's probably Monash needed. They managed to survive that storm. That was Newcastle that was barreling down and keeping it on through. Oh, another miss as well. This is like a rough moment nonetheless, but Monash, they're going to be happy with that result. Again, it would have been devastating if they were unable to like hold the line and actually lose from being 3-0 up.
Yeah, that would have been a momentum killer, to say the least. And I think that the morale would have been at an all-time low. But luckily for Monash, they do manage to have their hard work pay off there. So we'll be able to take it away in 3 and put themselves on series points here. So moving on to game 4, will we see UON bounce back into the spotlight here? Will it be Monash playing off of the back of their win there and looking to win out the entire series? All things will be proven very soon.
Yeah, just getting the pieces of the puzzle put into play. Again, just looking at the scores there, Lenny, the MVP, 521 points. Those assists have been so crucial for Monash to come through and get that initial win there. That early lead was monumental, and then for them to be able to keep it after the attacks from Newcastle. Again, I don't want to count Newcastle out just yet. I feel that they would have a bit of confidence considering they were able to bring it back. Definitely an interesting little setup there as both of them go for fakes, and that meta kickoff, losing a little bit of the specialness that we like to see when that sort of thing happens. But you know what? It's always a good little spectacle.
Yeah, you love to see the spectacles unfold, don't you? But there'll be another one in a second. Good defense from Eminence and Co there. Lenny not going to be able to flow it back. Doob now, pressure on the defense here. Trying to play to the sky. They reach up. Lenny, good to play off it, but won't get the hit there. So it's mean they're going to have to work a little harder under this one. But Aqua, good to try and set it up again. Slow and steady. Open the door. It's still going to be pushed out to the corner.
Yeah, that corner now coming on through. Doob gets in for a center, goes for the setup. It's going to be stopped mid-air once again. Bud's unable to get the beat. Lenny brings it down, sets up for themselves and gets the goal. Look at this little hit overhead. You can see Bud's trying to get there. They're quick to move, but Lenny is already in the air. That free jump, absolutely crucial. And they set themselves up for an early goal. And again, if history means anything in this series, it has been those who score first take the win.
Yeah, the early momentum is always going to be a bit of a game changer, isn't it? They've got that earlier bit of wind in their sails, early pace behind you. And it's just a good confidence booster. But for now, UON are finding their confidence in tempos. I love how Doob's adapting, trying to play off this to see if they can get a goal through. Almost.
Yeah. Well, I think to be honest, if you're Doob in that scenario, you go, surely they're not going to take it across goal with that soft tap. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not going to be what happens. And that was the case. They were already beginning to rotate around, and then they tried to adapt afterwards. But Yeah, I can see it being. I think anyone would have hesitated there. You just go, oh, that's something that's not going to happen in this scenario.
Yeah, not going to happen at all. Aqua going to push it up now, but goes down, looking to force the issue. Opening there, not shut out. Dupe now into the back line here, getting around it. Fine grounded. There you will have it.
Beat. Oh, Aqua gets a demo as well. This is looking a bit open here for Monash, maybe. Eminence does a good job just to clear it out, slows down the play, buys time. Force for a respawn after the demo. Oops, the pressure on. Rice pushed overhead. Landy tries to get there, will be cut off by Eminence once again. You can see Eminence gets a save, comes on through. Eminence definitely being a key linchpin here for Newcastle. They've had really high scores there due to saves across the board. Good assists to setups here. If there's going to be anyone to play up, it will be Eminence for Newcastle. You can see here Monash still in a really good position, holding that possession, keeping good control over Newcastle for the time being.
Yeah, looking good so far. Oh, good look, better. Eminence, great on the defense. Aqua hesitates there, falls back. They're about to stack up to another attack. Ball's on point. Oh, locked out. Not again. The corner. They keep trying, but no. This ball is not dying.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Newcastle have a fantastic shield, but they need to have some sort of attack back in return. Perhaps play off with a counter, something quick, but the pressure being put on from Monash just seems to be so on point that they can't really recover directly after the shot. Ends up going into an awkward angle, becomes a loose ball. Eminence now tries to slow it down, goes for a pass. Aqua does a great job just to clear that away, catch the intercept.
Yeah, catch it now. Duba is shooting for the stars off this one. Yoen ready as can be, and we'll be able to break free of it for now. Good hit. Oh, it's locked in. Aqua, take it away.
Love it from, you can see there as well. Oh, it also gets the bump. I didn't actually see it off screen. I could see that Dupe was going on through, but it was such a clean bump. Just gets it immediately, and that's the sort of play that you want to have, right? You see that you've got the ball come in for a center. You're going to beat the ball in pace, get in there, get rid of those defenses, take away the armor, and you can see Monash looking very comfortable now. A nice little goal cushion at that 2-0 lead. That's the stuff that you want to have. I don't like it just being 1-0. I don't think it's a cushion until you have at least 2.
Yeah, you want to try. Definitely collide with it at that point. Ooh, cutting it fine there, but Monash will be able to at least lock it out temporarily. Now looking to rear up for more. I love the pass in the sky there.
Yeah, setting overhead, perhaps looking for a rebound off the backboard, but it will be deflected by Newcastle. As I say that, Buds slowing it down, tries to take it overhead. I don't know if you can slow things down now that you've only got 43 seconds and another goal coming on through. And at 3-0, 43 to go, I feel that Monash is looking in a very, very commanding position to just take away the whole series.
Yeah, it's a very prevalent beginning for them. UN, they're going to have to fight very desperately to get goals pretty much with immediate effect, and 3 times in a row minimum. So it's a tough one to try and play around this, especially when it's open, it's done.
And I don't want to really jump onto like University of Newcastle for this one. You can tell they're in a bit of a desperate situation. They do need to start throwing committed assaults at it, which means leaving that defense open. And it's that sort of thing where it's like, well, it's either feast or famine in this scenario. Monash is feasting and Newcastle is in a famine.
Yeah, they're going through absolute hell right now, so unfortunate for them. Just a little bit too quick to the heel on this one, and the goals are being stolen away time and time again now. UN back on track into the next kickoff here, so let's see what they can do into this one. Monash, good for the demos there. Lenny, ooh, surely not.
Oh, it's looking pretty good. There's got some cross. Oh, Buzz reads it, saves it, doesn't let it go through. But I mean, look, you can win these small battles, but you've lost too many in the war. Definitely seems to be a one here for Monash. Buzz brings it overhead, slow it down for the time being, but ultimately we will have the hourglass run out of sand, and the ball will drop, and Monash they'll take away the series here for game number 3 of tonight.
Yeah, GG, well played. That's going to be that done and dusted here. 3 games compared to the one for UON there, so still keeping it competitive, at least in some instances there, but alas, they will be able to secure it and reap the rewards. So that's going to be not too shabby at all, Mendrix. Be happy with that.
Yeah, Monash will be very happy with that result. And I think it was, again, them just having a little bit of a slow start and then afterwards really growing into the series and, of course, showing what they can do once they do have full control of that confidence in play.
Yeah, showcasing at least some of their talents there, but there's going to be more talent showcased on the other side of this break, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back very soon. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series here with Matty and Mendrix all over again. We are jumping into our final bout here, and it is going to be between Monash Ballers and Latrobe Uni in this next best of 5 endeavor.
Yeah, I'm going to be really excited for this one. Very close to the top of the ladder. The Monash Ballers have got NK, Fergo, Rooks. And on the side of Latrobe, Laka, Toby, and Fiasco.
Yeah, a lot of good talent across both these teams. You know, there's a reason that they're going to be the upper side of their respective group there. So, very keen to see which of these two squads will be able to pull ahead into this endeavor. As you never know which way it's going to go. You know, it could start one way and then go a complete other way. But now, it's time to play. Let's get to it.
Yeah, jumping right on into the action. Let's see, Nick tries to get through quickly, but Fiasco will quickly get it back out as well. And already the pace definitely seems to be just a little bit quicker than what we've been experiencing so far in the night. So that's why these guys are sitting at the top of the table. You just continue on forward here. Roxy will get a nice little read for act off there as well, seeing it through the Knicks, but will be challenged in the air, and both teams not giving each other an inch to play with the ball, show us a little bit of tech. It's going to be that efficient play, going for those quick hits, of course. All the aerial turns and air rolls will be purely for directional purposes only, or correctional purposes, really.
Yeah, just looking to give it their all on it into this one. Skibidi holding it back. Oh my goodness. Getting very close, and the defense will certainly not be lackluster from Laka there. They play off their teammate and push ahead. I like how they're using each other to their advantage here.
Yeah, also great discipline and well to work under pressure. There was no boost available for Laka. They had to basically make that play with pure skill and patience, and then do manage to hold the line. Now we're moving down 3 minutes and 45 seconds. You can see the attacks, the setups trying to come into play, but no one could really find a weakness just yet in each other's play. Let's say that. Pushing through a bit of play here in the corner. We've got a center in, but no one's in position to capitalize, and the ball will be cleared out. Quick shot from Fiasco, and what a return save coming across from Nick.
Yeah, gonna be good for that one, and maybe good for more in a second here. There it is. Laka plays off their teammate and will lock in the first goal.
A nice little 1-2-3 play here. Fiasco getting that second touch from the backboard, setting up for Laka. The Ballers had already expended all of the defensives there. No one able to rotate back in time for that final bit of play. And Latrobe off to a good start.
Yeah, good start. I'm ready to try and rip more apart here. It's Virgo. Face to the sky. Fiasco will be able to rise up, supply even more presence for their team onto this one. Unforgiving. Fiasco continues as well. Furthering it through, trying to pass it along. There's an opportunity here. They can't take it just yet, though.
Yeah, definitely a dangerous position. I feel the ball probably should have been redirected a little bit more to the side. Perhaps was that left-hand side towards goal. Didn't really get the touch. Went directly into the wall and made things a bit difficult. As I say that, Nick, that's a beautiful shot, but Fiasco reads it, keeps it out, gives a beautiful save in return.
Yeah, it could be more saves to come from here. So Nick holds back. See, ready? Ooh, Laka. We'll just slip past them though. Nice setup, and it works out a treat. Fiasco locking in the second.
See, Laka just getting better a little bit quicker. Does mean they do win the 50-50. And ultimately begins the cascade that sets Fiasco up to close that out. 2-0 now for Latrobe. He's very looking up here, and it's a good start to their series.
Yeah, good start here. Could be more in a second. No. Not going to be achieved by Roxy there. Laka trying to press it up. Off the boundary.
Yeah.
Nick, slow. No, not yet.
Yeah, just can't quite get there. Unable to muscle through. Had a really good position. Obviously, it had gravity assisting as well, but defensive line holds. Fiasco uses the ball to pinch up for a nice little redirect. Soft touch back to Nick, who controls it. 50 goes the way of the Ballers, and to Fiasco, who takes it up high. Fergo meets In mid-air, bit of a clash, ball goes back down. Ball is still continuing their attack, but Latrobe have managed to break free for some respite. Oh, like
Oh my goodness. Tough one again. Nice push forward. Nick ready to just try and get the traction upfield now. Will be combated in the skies though. At least they're able to slice this one out again, but again and again, Latrobe, that just won't allow them to really gain the maneuverability they're trying to achieve here.
Yeah, there's little bumps, those microaggressions in the mid-air, just doing a little bit to make sure that it doesn't end up cascading again into an advantage for each other. Let's say that Latrobe's managed to achieve it at least 2 times so far. 45 seconds left on the clock here. Monash need to find some sort of edge to obviously get the even out, but time is not their friend. The hourglass is running out.
Running out, running it in, 30 seconds to go here. Latrobe all but have this. Monash ballers desperately need to fight back onto this one, otherwise they're going to be in big trouble. As Latrobe continue to make them a struggle forward.
Ball's in a precarious position here. Lacquer. It's an interesting shot. Not quite on the target. Will be cleared out. Toby trying to set up there in the air, but won't get it. Fiasco can't get around. Ultimately, they're trying to get another goal in. If they keep the pressure on, that means the other side can't score, and Latrobe take away game 1.
Yeah, take it away, and we'll be able to put on a wonderful display for them and theirs into that one. So, gonna be happy with that, but we have to move on up, move on in, and see if Monash can make a return onto the next portion. You know, I think that there's going to be some good potential for them once they do get prepared for battle.
I think in the past as well, I've been saying, hey, one team's got too much time with the ball. They've been able to jump in, get in their faces. Like this time around, Latrobe's just quicker. Like they're just literally being efficient. It's kind of hard to sort of just get in those faces. Of course, that's what they're doing already. You can see that seems to be the case. And yeah, that consistency, that form, really coming through for Latrobe in game number 1. The ballers, I reckon they can just stick to the same strategy for the time being, but just be cleaner with their execution, the same way Latrobe was the last one. And that's a quick way to start things off. I said I wanted a nice, clean execution, and Monash do it in the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be a very strong reaction from them there. So nicely done from them in order to achieve their goals in that fashion. Let's see if they can do it all over again, though. Lacquer and go. Take it easy. Going to slow down the momentum here. Don't want to get overwhelmed. Fergo, though, looking to prepare for another one. A good reaction, though. Fiasco locks it out. Now pushes it through. No one really there to contend with them just yet, but a second they might have a bit more than they bargained for.
Yeah, Fergo was looking so good for a second there. Just couldn't quite get that last little bit on the bump. The ball does get the clear out. Roxy also getting a demo right there for their trouble. Probe now trying to press the attack. Fiasco's trying to get overhead. Fergo will redirect it up. Toby tries to go for a shot, but quite can't get the angle. And as we continue going forward, ballers will maintain their lead for now. Fiasco trying to change that if possible.
Yeah, trying to change directions on this one. Scooty, good to play off Lacquer there. Good hit upfield. Defense adapting accordingly, though. Going around the outside here. Slowly but certainly now clawing their way back up. But Fiasco doing the best they can to keep it up.
Yeah, just trying to keep the pressure in. Roxy as well. Stumbles a little bit with the ball. Bit of a forced error coming through. Latrobe obviously hot on each other's tails there. Whoever's got possession will be quickly under pressure. Virgo gets control, but it's going to be a pass on through over the top. See if Fiasco tries to set up here for Toby. Toby tries to take the distance. Not going to quite work, but it opens things up. What a save from Roxy. Managed to get back at the last second.
Yeah, back when it counted there, and ready to account for even more here. Lacquer, ooh, I love that! Slipping right down under as soon as they go up high, go down low, and so on and so forth as Lacquer pushes it up again.
Yeah, setting on through, Roxy will be the one to find that mid-air. Nick for a backboard play. You can see Probe immediately jumping up, changing the trajectory of the ball. Doesn't want to set anything up. Virgo trying to get through. Toby will be able to keep that one nice and clear. Good control overhead. Sends it towards the center. Lacker's there. Goes in. Virgo playing well with that spacing, positioning. Makes it easy save.
Yeah, makes an easy save and ready. Try and save another portion through here. As Nick waits patiently underneath this one. Does get the hit forward. Ready to draw into it again there. Good defense coming up. Demo over top as well. They're trying their best to maneuver through this, but the openings are just not appearing.
Yeah, and Nick trying to obviously find a path there, traversing through the air, using that air roll to great efficiency. Virgo gets the beat overhead, sets up. Roxy tries to follow through as well. A little bit of an open in case they're lucky. Gets back in time, gets the squishy save. Fiasco now in control, has got some boost as well. Virgo just gets in behind and takes the ball away. Toby for a setup here, it's going to go to the wall. It's looking dangerous. Laka as well, always on point in this series, finds it on through the setup from Toby.
Yeah, nicely done. Had to tie things up there right at a critical moment. It will be all settled, one apiece. Let's see if they can manage to break through onto this one. Will they look great and mighty? All will be decided.
Well, continuing there, Toby's got no boost. That's missed the ball. Might be a setup here for Monash. Fiasco gets back in time. Laka puts it overhead. Nick does a good job of keeping the attack on. The pressure's there, but the recovery from Latrobe for the time being. The lacking boost. This could be an opportunity. And that demo at the last second. Just opening things up as well. They just couldn't quite be in position for the fence. You can see it was a bumping play. Yeah, gets back, just stops Toby from being in place there. It was a sacrifice. Well worth it.
Well worth it, and it will keep them in the fray here. 2-1 and ready to try and outgun them. They will take it easy. Virgo, good hit up top there. Fiasco now flowing it together as well. And there's just keep this skyward combat all in traction.
Good little play there. Nice. I like it when I see the presets being utilized. Obviously didn't get the result they were after, but obviously when you do it and get more opportunities to give it a little bit of a show, it's nice to see that spectacle. And of course there is a purpose to it. Looking for a floor pinch, knocks two members away. A bit of a dangerous moment here for the ballers. And Laka gets around again, finds the opening that was created from that push. You can see Toby knocks two members away with that floor pinch. Laka's able to come through and clean up afterwards.
Yeah, well done, well played onto that one, as it will be all tied up 2 for 2, and the pressure now building up, culminating towards a conclusion here. Which way it goes, nobody knows. The time is trickling down. Nobody's been able to gain that clear lead yet. Roxy ready to try and push it over to the Latrobe side here. Fiasco desperately trying to defend this one. So they're having their work cut out for them here. And Virgo doing the best they can as well. Just all pressure up front on this.
It was a good shot, but a bit telegraphed in terms of the way that it was going. So Latrobe obviously push it back. Fiasco directly afterwards tries to go for center. Maybe an opportunity here for Latrobe. Can see, I believe it was Nick that managed to get back. Roxy, 9 seconds here. Doesn't really have enough to make it work. Fiasco has some boost. This might be an opportunity here if they make it work. It's overhead, the butt one through, and we're gone to our... Wait, is this our first overtime? Wow, 20 minutes incoming.
I'm ready.
It's happening.
This is the perfect time for it, you know?
Game number 4. Match work, because it's round number 4, game number 2, if I'm going to be perfect with my representation of what's happening. Aka gets overhead, gets demoed for the trouble, ball going back towards the side of the Monash ballers. Fiasco wants to get in there, but Roxy will manage to get it cleared out. Laka respawned, ready to go, goes for the center, unable to get the beat. This ball's just going back and forth, a dangerous position, but it will be cleared again.
It again and ready. Go for the goal here. Open season, but not the reason. It will fall back. Roxy, good to minimize it in the midfield though. To slow their road.
Nick now trying to go in. Virgo tries to slow it down and get a little bit of a better center there, perhaps throwing off the throw, but they definitely do not lose the scent. Keep the ball in their sights. You can see now Obi tries to get overhead, gets to beat him to one, but will be bumped, letting Fogo take control. Now an opportunity for the Ballers as they bring it down. Tries to bounce it through. It's enough! And Rooksie's there to finish. And the Ballers, they even up the series.
Well done, well played. After hard work and determination, they will find a game on the board here. So looking very similar to a lot of our other series this eve, where there's been a lot of tied up action, you know. It turns those best of fives basically into best of threes instead, and I'm all for it. Keep it up.
Yeah, exactly. This basically is top level Rocket League coming across here. I do like it when the players go the distance, or the teams take it all the way. And again, that mental fortitude might be the way that this is going to play out. Good momentum coming across here as well for the Monash Ballers to sort of play that through. It's always nice to win on an overtime. You have a little bit of a nice little buzz there. Again, a bit more wind in your sails.
Yeah, a bit more momentum behind you. Why not use it, right? And they're definitely going to be using it in it to this one. There's a reason. These teams are all tied up on a piece now as we jump in at two. Piece now subsided. It will be Skibidi play up on this one, trying their best to play around it. Let's see what they can do.
Let's see now. Macca's waiting in the wings. A nice little pass there from Fiasco, but don't get what they need. Able to get the full push across. Again, sometimes a nice redirect. That is a dirty angle, but Ruxy has seen Laka do it once before. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And Ruxy was taking that one to heart.
Ooh, looking to take him more than just that, though. Good timing from Fergo and Co. Fortunately, not able to enjoy the show this time. Ruxy ready for it. Fergo locks it down, locks it in, and that's going to be one on the board.
Yeah, nice little setup here. Ruxy doing a good job to push it back. No one playing the backboard defense or trying to sit with Ian in the far or close post to really make a move from that particular pass back. And the Ballers are the ones taking control here in game number 3.
Looking to take control, stroll ahead. See if they can thread the needle towards even more. Take it easy here. Back up. Good to slow things down, push it out there. Virgo keeping it right up. Ruxy ready to react as well. Does get a bit of physicality over it, but not able to really push up to the control that they were seeking.
Nick stops that one well. Midair gets a beat onto 2. Laka has to be the one to stop it and push the play, continuing for Latrobe. That ball's going through. It's good. Laka evens it up.
Evens it up and locks it down. So one apiece now. Really well done to slice that one through there. Virgo just on the edge of it, but unfortunately not close enough. So they will deliver greatness onwards to the next kickoff.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get there. The speed from Laka. Definitely not lacking in that scenario. Will continue to go up. Roxy tries to get it in using the corner to center. Fiasco will pick it up nicely. It's the flip reset, gets it overhead. That's a nice little pass, but unable to get the finish. But it is still going to be Laka following through. 3-player committed attack, unable to find this the outcome that they were looking for. Fiasco tries again. Another reset up for Latrobe underway.
Yeah, they're going to be doing the best that they can. A good hit up front, and Nick going to be able to clear it out, though. Epic save on the other side of it. Fiasco looking for one of those two. With a clearance out. Ruxy just waiting patiently on this one. There you go. Take it upward. And they will take it inward. Virgo, good for it.
Yeah, I love the little setup here. Roxy again, just a nice little quick play. Gets the beat onto 2. It's a nice pass, and Fergo, understanding the assignment, just needs that cheeky angle and gets it.
Bang, here we go. Kickoff time. They prime up. The ball going to be up high. Ruxy trying to slot it out there. It does favor the Latrobe side here. Going to be able to dive in, though. Monash divided. Fiasco. Good around the corner. Still trying to do what they can onto this one, but Virgo exercises patience, ready to pass off. Ooh, lots of Ruxy, but to the other side it would seem.
Yeah, Fiasco, nice little hit as well. I liked the idea, unable to get the perfect execution. And of course, you need a little bit more speed behind it, but basically I'd give that one a A-. If I had to give a ranking in terms of what that was being played there. And they just need to keep doing this. They might be able to find it back to get it even if the game. Monash has been really good on the control overall. They've been doing some pretty impressive plays. Quick ones. Again, that is just filthy. That angle from Nick Fiasco managed to get the save there, but that was not an easy one to put away. It still gives that momentum across. As I say, that Lacquer doing a great job putting some pressure back on the ballers when they can.
Yeah, trying to exchange a blow for blow there, give it what they can when they can, and see if they can spin something more together. Roxy play a patient game. Virgo not good to catch it there, forced to push off to Nick this time. Fiasco one of the same. Now looking to take aim at the next one.
I love the pass, but Fiasco just able to read the play. That was well done by Fiasco to make sure that was able to get the clear. That was a dangerous position to be in as the ball was dropping back, or dropping back. Nick now in control, does get the beat. This is looking like a good opportunity. Can't muscle through. You can see Roxy tries to get back, but Lacquer is able to recover as well. Lacquer does recover. Fiasco tries to get the set. Can't quite get around the ball, but Snowy will be able to get the finish. I'm running out of breath as they continue to put these plays underway. Wow, good stuff coming across, and Latrobe are able to equalize.
Yeah, well done, well played, and we had a little time on the dance floor to celebrate that goal. Love it. But we are going to be pushing in to the final minute in contention here. Who will stay? Who will go? Who will take the lead in this next portion of the show? Roxy nice to string it together there. Virgo in the back line now rotating back. Not much boost on either player. Virgo's at least able to bring something here, but it's a very difficult situation right now.
Yeah, also a very rough angle from Fiasco. It was definitely on target, but just didn't quite have the power. Now Toby, good position here, goes for the double on down, can't quite get it. Ends up being a nice little setup, but Roxy's able to keep it out with an epic save. Ball's now on the side of Latrobe, possibly an opportunity for the ballers, but Fiasco, that's a good shot. It's just not going to dip. Tries to get back in time, can't get the angle, can't find the advantage.
Yeah, can't find it this time around. Let's see if they can catch it in a second. The time trickles through. Surely we're not going here again. Right? Right?
I think we're going to get there. It's going to happen. Another overtime. Will it be
Let's go!
the fabled, the mythic 20-minute overtime? Patsy.
I'm ready.
It's this time.
This is
Here
our
it's
time.
now.
This is our moment. And it hasn't been stifled, no matter how close it gets to the goals.
You can see Virgo stopping that one, but it's going to go back. Fiasco tries to follow through. Roxy does a good job keeping it out of the danger zone. Lacquer trying to set up now. Will push it back towards the center. Another clear coming across from the ballers. Toby pushes it in. Just not going to quite get there. Now it's clear. Never mind. Lacquer was in position in the wings. This could be an opportunity. Can't find it. Toby goes for a shot. It's stopped by Roxy. Oh, the 20-minute overtime. It's happening, Matty.
Oh, I'm so ready, and I'm all the way here for it. Fiasco and Co. Good to string it together up high. Won't be able to react. Forced to fall back here. Regroup to Lacquer. They get the hit through, so push forward for their teammate. Ready. Try and skate ahead of this one. There's an opportunity, perhaps, but not quite yet.
Yeah, unable to capitalize there. A bit of a lapse in the armor, but they were able to recover and shore up the weaknesses very quickly. Border up the gates. Virgo pushing it across now up to Nick, trying to get it through the corner. It's gone up high. You can see Roxy unable to get there. Virgo well and truly back to play that third man position. Now the counterattack coming through. It's a long shot downtown. Fiasco to bring it back. Has a little bit of boost. Gets a flick of a head. That beats one player, but it won't beat Roxy.
It won't be this time around. Ooh, trying to ground themselves here.
That was close.
That was a close one. Not close enough. Going to keep us on the edge of our seats here. Oh, not for long.
Yes,
It's Latrobe pushing ahead. Unfortunately, no 20 minutes this time.
Off the back of Lacquer as well, just setting everything up. Virgo has no boost to redirect themselves or reposition to save, and Latrobe, they managed to find a little bit of a weakness, and in overtime, that's all it needs to put it away.
Yeah, all that needs to put it away there. So that means we are going to be on a series point in favor of Latrobe right now. They're going to be happy to place themselves in that position. Monash going to have to lock in this next clash ahead of them. So they've got a lot of work to do if they want to tie this one back up.
And it's going to be a tough bounce back as well. When you do have an 8-minute game and then losing out in the overtime, you sort of need to take that breath, recover, just say, okay, cool, we'll go to the next one. And, it's not really that much of a crazy loss for us. And just sort of take that idea of being match point out of your head. You want to remain loose. You don't want to lose out on any opportunity you might have.
Yeah, you want to make sure you take advantage of anything that's afforded to you there. Don't lose out on it. Don't make the sacrifice if you don't have to. But we are going to be making our way in to the kickoff right here once again. And Nick tries to elevate it. It's going to be Roxy taking control. Not going to be able to take aim at it, though. A little bit off.
With a swing and a miss from Fergo. Perhaps an opportunity for Latrobe if they follow through afterwards. Nick will hold the line in position. Roxy gets the ball back, so it's going to be now the attack. The Ballers, that's a bit of a rough angle. Just not able to get there. Another strike and another miss. The Ballers throwing everything plus the kitchen sink, just unable to make it work yet. Toby tries to get it down. Roxy will do a good job of meeting midair and stopping that ball from going for a bit of a dunk.
Yeah, gonna have to try and give it their best onto this one. Roxy goes down. Virgo's taking it easy so their teammate can be there with them to recover onto this one. Nick will play ball, but Fiasco rising tall this time. Their teammates are waiting around the back. You can see they're playing very patiently here.
Much more defensive game coming across there. Good stuff from Toby to stop. Sends it to Fiasco, brings it up as well. I'm not sure how I feel about stopping it short here. You used a lot of boost. You get one wrong attack. As I say that, they get a second one. Fiasco comes across here. Now they have to go back with the recovery. Nick does a good job. Gets an initial beat. Fiasco gets back in time, but the ball's still in a dangerous position. They do get in for another corner, just trying to get overhead. Nick keeping the pressure up, but no boost to follow through. You can see a bit of a slowdown from Latrobe as they recover, lick their wounds, get some boost in the tank, and the ball has made its way back to the center.
Back goes to the center and ready to enter the next phase here. Fiasco now looks to engage on this one. Waiting for it. No, gonna be bypassed here. Lacquer in the back line though. Roxy just gonna be ready to try and counteract here. Good for it. Does shift its momentum a little bit, but they're unfazed.
Virgo will take that one nice and easy. Has a bit of boost as well. Puts it for a center play. Lacquer able to be the one to pick that one up. It's going to go into the air, rebounded back off the top of the ceiling. Opportunity for Latrobe, perhaps, as they try to go in for the attack. They do still have pressure on. Keeping on through, Fergo, no boost, in a good position to get it out. Fiasco, I like the idea. Unable to get the boost, though. It's unfortunate. That would have been a nice little setup here, but that will slow things down. Ball is now looking to get this out, but Latrobe still managed to keep the pressure up, even though I feel they should have lost it a long time ago.
Yeah, it just goes to show, everyone's focused up so far. Nobody gonna lose a ground on this one. Fiasco forced away. Lacquer ready to play though. This is the advantage of the rotations there. Nick now taking one of their own straight down the midfield though. Will yield a good amount of presence here. Latrobe can't take advantage of it just yet.
Gonna be a flip reset for the pass. Then back into towards the center, pass to Fiasco, tries to get overhead. Nick in position, gets the save, makes it look easy. Lacquer out of boost, but still manages to get the beat, but it's going to be a ball that dips down very quickly. Ball going back in towards the center, and both teams still unable to put one in the back of the net.
Yeah, put one in at the back of that one, but no one going to be able to achieve it at the moment. See if they can catch it in the next minute and a half or so, because otherwise we're going to path our way back towards our favorite place again. I'm keen for it. I want to go there. I think that's the best place to go.
I do too. Believe me, it's it's always fun in overtime. A lot of magical things can happen. Still, Fergo goes for a shot. Oh no, Fergo goes for a shot, gets the save, I believe. Oh no, that's going to be a shot. Never mind. Nick now tries to do the same as well, push it across. Fiasco trying to take the ball the whole way through, gets the boost for their trouble. When I look at it here, I think Latrobe's got a little bit extra, but Monash Ballers have managed to make their way around pitch and grab some resources. Now, Laka trying to challenge Fergo. Fergo gets through, tries to go for a bump play, can't quite get around it. Read by Laka, who gets it to safety.
Yeah, gets the safety. Ooh, good physicality there, stopping them. Taking aim at that one, so forced out again. Oh my goodness. Oh no! There it is! Roxy fights it! A little bit too much cooking in the back line there. They overwhelm each other, and it leaves it open season.
Oh no, just a lapse of judgment. Both players not on the same page of the book. They both go for the ball, hit themselves mid-air, don't get the best clear, and Monash, they've been waiting this entire time for it to make it work. As I say that, Fiasco, what a shot directly off the back of the ceilings. The setup from Toby, such a quick turnaround. What a way to shut down the celebration from Monash.
I can't believe it. They tie it up so quickly there, just when you think it could be. Advantage Monash, no. It's going to be advantage none. And once again, pushed upfield. Virgo trying to yield the result. The opportunity could be here. Luckily, they are stepping a higher gear here. Not long to go. Just trying to keep the ball in play. Play for OT at a minimum, or maybe even a victory. The time is against both sides here. The line ball drops down, and here we are. We've made it to the blessed place, OT.
Yeah, this last game of the day is definitely the overtime show. Both teams unyielding in terms of the pressure, their play, in terms of what they do. Yeah, there's a few lapses of judgment here, but we're all human. And that's a quick shot coming across. Roxy able to defend once again. Maybe an opportunity. Fiasco doesn't have any boost to say that's not Fiasco, that's Virgo without the boost. Stuck like a turtle in the center. Fiasco now gets the ball overhead, brings it in. Maybe an opportunity for Latrobe.
Ooh, here we have it. Laka. Gonna be gonna hold on to it. Good. Good shot there. Not gonna be able to lock it down though, but you can see they're getting dangerously close both times.
Yeah, good pressure there. Fergo tries to go for a backward play. Perhaps just to throw it off Latrobe, but they still do manage to get it out now. Another dangerous position as they go for the center. Nick gets it through. It will go a bit wide towards the corner. Fiasco gets it overhead. Seems to be a pass over, but Roxy able to stop that one mid-track. Stalemate continues.
Oh, no it doesn't.
Laka!
Over
What
and out.
a little touch here. I mean, I'm not looking at this. I need to see. Oh, it's just a simple touch. They weren't expecting it. They just weren't expecting it. Not in position. Trying to get boost. And sometimes it's that nice big shot from downtown that finishes it all off.
Yeah, gonna be well done, well played to all of our players respectively there, and a big GG to Latrobe onto that one. They take control of the series, and they're gonna be happy with that, so well done.
Yeah, exactly. I think they really did hold the line the entire way through. They understood, again, what they needed to do, and I do feel they had that little bit of extra speed, and again, it ends up showing up being the deciding factor in that overtime. Just able to jump to the mark. I mean, you can see it from the point of that kickoff as well. Monash did a good job to hold up, but in the end, that little bit of speed won out.
Yeah, one out in a big way there, so they're going to be very happy with that one. And very keen to see more where that came from. You know, I think that, yeah, our teams have been given it a good shot, and they've given it their absolute best. So I'll be very impressed with that one. I was kind of impressed with how they traded blows in the sky there across the whole series. You know, I think that they did a great job just making strides, and it goes to show, you know, two very strong contenders there. What? Latrobe going to be able to pull ahead in this one?
Yeah, and again, it also comes down to who is the better team on the day. Sometimes there's little things holding you back. I mean, it's been a long day. I know I've been up for a long time as well. These players have lives outside of this as well. So there are other factors that come into it all the time. I'm sure if it was down to that finals play, both of these teams would be a little bit more prepared coming into it, but nonetheless, still putting on a fantastic show.
Yeah, still giving it their all onto that one, and definitely got to give them their props when they are due there. So really good, really well done. And I'm impressed with how teams across the night, not just this last series, but in pretty much all of them, have been able to take it more than just 3 maps there or 3 games. They've been able to take it into 4, maybe 5 even, going the full distance there. So really love to see that competitive flair shown through.
That's what I love about the grassroots competitions as well. I mean, again, this is definitely one of is on the higher end, being the university leagues. These players have been playing Rocket League for quite some time, and it really does show in the level of their play. But it also shows their growth, their incremental improvements throughout the competition. They get to see what they have to go up against. They know the little bits of their weaknesses, and they start to shore it up throughout the competition. That's why we've seen, again, a leaderboard that was looking pretty close in some cases there, especially in Group B, but also looking again, looking a little bit bare on those lower ends, finally finding wins towards the mid end of the competition.
Yeah, finally managing to make strides there. And, I think that after tonight, there's going to be a big transformation in terms of the rankings. We'll get to them later, but we're definitely keen to see how it all transforms because, we saw a heavy contention, especially in the top side of things. It was really great to see. Speaking of what's great to see, our results are coming through here. So let's take it away.
Yeah, that's right. Just to start things off there, the Redbacks up against UNSW Raw will be able to triumph there 3-2. Definitely a big battle between the two, something I would have liked to have seen, but of course we have to share that love between the streams of all the teams.
Yeah, got to share all the love all the way through there. Obviously on the bottom side, we did see our 5 gamers, between QUT, Macquarie Scarlet, as well as Adelaide Uni and UQ there, with UNSW Howl and UN Team B there being the only game across this part of the results that only went to 3. So it's just a day of 5s, isn't it? Love to see it. Maybe 5 is the magic number.
Yeah, exactly right. Maybe it was the case. I love that little 5 there as well. To be funny enough, it was obviously the one that we had on stream as well just beforehand. But we do have the rest of the games coming across there. And at the top, Monash able to take a game away from University of Newcastle, or a round away from them, 3-1. Going down the line there, UTS unable to take anything away from Macquarie Onyx, who clear that one through with 3-0.
Yeah, and obviously, just to note, there's still series ongoing, much like Swinburne and Deakin here. So the result of that one will likely be posted on our socials post-stream. So stay tuned for that one. But we did see Latrobe take it away from the Monash Ballers there, 3-1. So that was definitely a fun one to feast our eyes upon. Here we go. Let's take a look at the standings in Group A.
Yeah, up the top there, Raw, of course, still holding the roost there on the UNSW Raw, taking number 1. QUT sitting there number 2, close on their heels, only goals being the difference between them. In third place, University of Newcastle A, obviously on 4 wins. Deakin sitting down on 4th on 3. And then as you can see, they're going down the line. The next person very close on everyone's heels is going to be the Redbacks RMIT. Moving closer towards 6th place in the bottom of the ladder, it's going to be Macquarie Scarlet. Monash sitting there on 7th and Swinburne on 8.
Yeah, great to see the, transformation of the standings coming through there. Obviously, this is all based on head-to-head results there, and the tiebreakers are calculated, but we'll have our results transform at the conclusion of our Deakin and Swinburne series as well. Once we have that one locked in, we should get that updated later. But for now, we take a look at a Group B here, and let's see how things are faring on this side.
Yep, Latrobe up the top there. This is the one that's really close. It's really anyone's race there. Actually, there on the top of it, Macquarie Onyx very close as well. Very close in that points. And as you can see there, Adelaide University as well, leading up the line. Going down to 4th place, going to be Monash Ballers. UTS, again, equal in terms of those initial wins. And then dropping down, UNSW Howl and UQ are going to be there, respectively, in 6th and 7th. And of course, sitting there at the bottom, University of Newcastle.
Yeah, going to be a solid string of results there. And, yeah, really love to see it. I think that there's been some really positive results coming through. Obviously, as you can see, Monash going to be on top of things there. And they looking pretty good, obviously, due to a tiebreaker earlier in the piece there. That's why they're placed where they are onto this one. So, Love to see the transformation of the standings there and the transformation of the teams as the weeks have progressed here. You know, it's always great to see players and teams' evolutions as they continue through their esports careers. But speaking of continuing through here, we do want to move on and say a big shout out to our sponsors.
That's right, AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide the best in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
That's it. Big shout out to HyperX and Officeworks as well. Power your game with the latest HyperX gear at Officeworks. When you need speed, control, and zero distractions, Officeworks has got the tech. Discover gaming gear made to handle serious play.
And it's never too late for some Indomie. That's right, the noodle partner made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie meringue will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
Shout out to them and there's their Ed. If you enjoyed some of the games today, make sure you check out some of the highlights across all of our various social medias there. AU Esports League on X, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, we're on it. You can see all of the best moments in their full glory. So make sure you check them out and make sure you stay tuned. Obviously, updated results or standings will be posted onto our social medias later as well. So make sure you check it out. But I want to say a quick note to everybody. We will be showcasing some of our Open Series competition into next week, and we will be having our Elite Series continuing into July there. So stay tuned for information on that one as things progress. But very eager to see how things go later on. For now, though, everybody, I want to say thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure, and we will see you same time, same place next week with the Open Series action. See you later.